Hello, Internet. Jordan, take it away.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to a very special Rod of 7 Parts. My name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle. We are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons live on the internet. I know you've never heard of that before, but typically back in the 80s, you would play and not share that experience with the internet. There was no internet except in parts of Arkansas. But today, in the future, we're out streaming live. It's going to be really great. I have a wonderful gaggle of people here to join me for this amazing adventure experience. But first and foremost, we have a very we'll go with Sarah last because you're like the main awesome person. We'll start with Siren, who just looks ecstatic to be here tonight. What's going on? LB, who are you and who are you playing?
We get one guest on the show, and I go from being the best to it's fine.
I mean, well, you were always middle grade, but
You literally also did this to yourself.
I didn't. Hi, I'm LB Hackham. You can find me at LB Hackham, and I'll be playing Siren, the Tiefling Rogue.
Ooh, very exciting. And Lex, who are you playing? What's going on?
Oh, I'm Lex. I'm playing Shifter, the Illusionist Wizard.
Ooh, so exciting. Brenna, the wonderful. What's going on?
Hello, I'm Brenna. I'm playing Rakiri, the Aarakocra Warlock.
Yeah, she's like S tier, just so you know, LB. And Ted, what's going on with you besides laughing a whole bunch?
Oh, that's just my life. What's going on? I'm Ted. I'll be playing Lagwin, the Elven Blade Singer.
Oh, great. And then last, but certainly not least, our good new friend, Sarah, the Hype Goblin. Sarah, who are you? And don't tell people what you're playing just yet, but who are you?
I'm Tressa Goldspun. Can I say she's a bard?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Okay. It's on the overlay, so they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it's totally on the overlay. Fantastic. What do you do? Where can people find you if people are interested in things that you work on?
Yeah, you can find me on the internet in various places as the Hype Goblin. Just search me on the social medias. And you can find me once a week over at Valdorant's channel playing the Dragon Age. I do the D&D on my channel, Dragon Age on hers. So it's
very exciting. Very exciting. Well, we're very happy to have you here with us this evening. Let's dive way back to 2 weeks ago on a very special Rod of 7 Parts. The Banana Bunch, aka our party, fought a Ferrum. And that was an experience that they will not soon forget because they almost died. There was lots of, and I want to point out there was a lot of like, he's got it. No, she's okay.
Yeah,
and I'm like, maybe we need to like step in and actually help our friends. But who knows? Whatever. They almost defeated this Ferrum, but the rod went crazy as Shifter used the last cure wounds out of the Rod of 7 Parts that he has. Three pieces of the rod connected, I believe. Correct, Lex? Two pieces of the rod connected. And the rod kind of went crazy. Reality spun itself all around, and everybody had fear cast on them, and the Ferrum ran away. The rest of our crew met back up. They spent the night. They got a long rest. And then out of the air, a chariot pulled by like 6 golden retrievers came landing down, and their good friend, the Vadi, who's been helping them through all of this, Arquestra, showed up with a human mage named Espen Flamedrake. Espen offered to teleport them back to Baldur's Gate, where shit is going down. But before then, I have to point out that Siren used a potion of love. It was just a love potion.
Yeah, filtering love.
Just a love potion. So he is very infatuated for an hour. Yes, 1 hour. He's very infatuated with Siren. And will do pretty much anything that she says. The problem with Baldur's Gate is there is a magical orrery there, and this orrery has the power to teleport things from other planes to the prime material, or send things from the prime material plane to other planes. And in experimenting with this, the guy they left in charge, which is Drund the Cleric of Gond, a dwarven cleric, he accidentally opened a portal to the abyss, and it is not closing. As demons have been spewing out of this portal, the rest of you, or they all ran out of the undercity, closed the doors, cast a bunch of arcane locks and various other things to keep people inside, and have barricaded basically the city of Baldur's Gate to keep a demon invasion from taking over the city. Milo, who is Drun's half-elf assistant, is stuck in the Undercity, apparently. With this portal to the Abyss open, our friends there have asked the Banana Bunch, oh, hey, you're back. Could you take care of this big problem that we just made for ourselves? Because that would be really special of you to do that. And I believe that is where we left off. They have to solve a demon heist problem. So, friends, what is our plan of attack? What's happening? Not everybody at once.
My first question is, do we have to do this?
Yes.
Anyone else with an opinion?
It's imperative that we close this rift.
I don't think we have to. I've made that very clear when we discussed this just a few minutes ago. Mm-hmm. I think we should just let it go and everybody can go deal with the problems. We did what we said to do, but everybody rallied against me, so I'll help.
How can you say that? We have not done what we said we would do. We said that we would safeguard the Ori, and it's
we put
crap, I will have you know.
I do not want that kind of language in this household.
I'm sorry, but sometimes it's warranted.
Well, I mean, if you recall, we did say we put what we thought were top people in charge of this, and they were going to handle it with express instructions to not summon things from demonic planes, and yet here we are. So, I just want to go over what our current plan, if you will, was. Let's sneak in past a horde of demons trying to break down a door, all the way down the tunnel to where the Ori is, and then close it, hopefully not getting sucked through or letting other things out. And then we're there, then we need to then do that in reverse, come back past all of them again. We're not the best at stealth, even though we don't have anyone with loud...
Speak for yourself, dear. I am plenty good at stealth.
I'm just saying we've had many missions go south because... Okay, let me rephrase. The last time we tried to do this, we were all invisible and no one knew how to talk to one another. We just were all invisible separately and no one knew what was going on.
Well, clearly Shifter and I were able to, converse. We've been on missions together and we know what we're doing, but I see your point. All right. I think we should do some sort of teleportation so that we can get inside, and that way we can bypass all of these creatures and close it down and get out.
I've already sent word to my order to try to get a hold of a scroll of teleport for us. I just need some funds to make that happen. Also, as for getting out, and then Shifter takes out a lenticular spell trading card from your pocket and sort of moves it like this so you can see the shimmer on it. And the card says teleportation circle. And Shifter's just like, I may have just figured out how to do this. So if we can find some sort of anchor point in this city, that will be our escape plan.
Well, how much money do you need, darling?
Unfortunately, about 4,000 gold pieces.
Well, I have 2 right here.
I have another idea.
Yes?
What about to get around the demons, we go to the demons? Hear me out. We know the Ori works. What if... What if we go to the Abyss, and then we can come through the Ori? Then we'll be behind all the demons, and we can sneak attack them. They would never expect us to come from hell.
The Abyss and hell are 2 different places. Also,
learned.
if we go to the Abyss, we will be with more demons than we go through this door.
But we wouldn't stay there. We would just be there long enough. We'd hop in, zoom through the Ori, and get back.
Just a quick pop to the abyss, then. Just right back out. No problems.
Just go to the abyss, then find where the rift is in the abyss.
Right. That
not
is
get
one of the
killed,
main things.
and then come back into the prime material, and so we'll be.
Shifter, if you want to change that spell from a teleport scroll to a gate scroll to get to the abyss, I will 100% allow that to happen.
I'll get plane shift instead.
You know what, Rikiri? Great idea. Let's we're going to put a pin in that.
Plan
Put
B.
it right up on the wall there, and it's going to live there until if we can't do anything else, we're going to go back to that plan. All right?
They never would have expected it.
You're not. I mean, I wouldn't have expected it either.
Right. So, does anyone else have funds? I could try and get some through my contacts.
Well, we do have that ring of Ginny summoning. I mean, could we not summon the... Do you think we could summon this... Someone use it and summon it and be like, go close the portal. Just send it to go do it.
Work?
Well, I mean, the ring lets you control it. It's fully under whoever's control it is. I don't know. We don't know what you need to close. Do we? Do we know what you need to close the portal? I don't think we know.
So yeah, at the end of the last session, I was talking to the priests to be like, how did you figure out the machine worked? What would I have to do to close the portal?
Correct. And they were experimenting. The information that you gathered, Shifter, is that they were experimenting with pulling objects from different planes. They, as far as you know, and as far as they know, they weren't specifically targeting the abyss. But something happened and the portal opened up and it all of a sudden wouldn't close. So normally something just like pops into existence. Like they just kind of like, I don't know, like Banff, I guess, is without smoke, but it just kind of like pops in there. This one, the ground opened up and demons started like spewing out and they were like, what? And then they just ran out to protect themselves. So.
Cowards.
Wonderful.
Oops, all demons.
Yeah, right. The worst crunch berries. So we really don't have any means that we know of closing this, and it seems it could get bigger. It could continue to grow indefinitely, and demons will just pour out. So I'd say before we worry about how we get in and close it, do you think it's worth trying to figure out how to close it, or do you think it's just going to be like we're going to go and play with levers till it works?
Shifter's going to turn to Rikiri and say, your parental figure is a celestial?
Yes, they are an angel.
Would they be able to impart to you the knowledge of how to close such a rift?
Oh, well, it's not so much of an asking kind of relationship. Kiranor sees fit to impart wisdom to me as I need it, and they have not come to counsel me on this particular situation, so all I can assume is that they have full trust in me to think our own way out of it, as I think I've already demonstrated.
Yep.
Shifter turns around and it's just like that kind of parenting, yes.
Well, I mean, did anyone pay close? I don't think any of us paid very close attention when we were testing it the first time. Did anyone see what they did? I mean, perhaps Milo is still alive and down there and knows how to do that. We could maybe, but we can't bank on that.
The door shakes again and
damn
dust
it.
falls from the ceiling.
We're gonna need to figure this out soon.
Yes, yeah.
Right, well, let's go with the plan that gets us in. We'll figure it out when we get down there and we can get out. And if we can't figure it out, then we can get out anyways.
Well, there's still things we need to do before that, right?
One minor caveat to getting out, I will just point out just a little wrinkle. Teleportation circle does take 1 minute to cast.
Yeah.
So it won't be an especially quick exit.
For those kids at home, how many rounds is that if you were in combat?
10.
Yeah.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. There's no way this will end poorly in any way.
darling.
Hmm.
Espen. I
Oh,
assume you-
yes. Oh, I've been right behind you the whole time.
Love. Do you have any way of teleporting us in and out? Very quickly?
I mean, well, I have my magical device, but I just used that to get us here. So
Right, you can't use
can't
it
actually.
again.
And I've never technically been down there, so
Right.
it would be it would be kind of spooky to teleport where I have not been.
Right, but if we all went in, then you could teleport us all out.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
But could you, since you've already used it?
Oh, yeah, no, tomorrow I could. Yeah, 100%.
Mm.
And which I would do anything for you tomorrow.
So sweet, aren't you?
I just, and he just blushes. He's just like hard eyes. Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to Shifter.
Still,
Darling, we're not going to need him anymore, right?
I really hope not.
All right. Espen, you know, if we are truly to be betrothed and wed, which I know is something you'd like to do.
And I mean, the minute you said it, he's just like that. We were both thinking about it. Like, yeah.
I do need you to ask my parents' permission for such a thing.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Who are they? Where do I go?
Well, you must go to Waterdeep straight away. And when you arrive there, you must ask for Hubris. He is a white tiefling. That is my father.
Okay. Just anyone? He's very well known.
He is very well known. He used to own a brothel in the south side of town.
Yes. And he's already gone. Bye. And he's like out the door, running as fast as he can.
Yeah, I only had about 10 more minutes left on that potion, so I just needed to get him out of here before he realized what was happening. Anyways, teleport. What are we doing?
still try the gin.
Yeah, I mean, well, someone needs to take an hour to attune to the ring. Unless someone already is.
Then let's go shopping while we do such things.
Do we have that time? Look at
I
me like
d-
pointed towards the door.
I don't know, do we have that time?
How
You're not sure. They don't know how long this is going.
Yeah, I was gonna
like,
say,
they're doing a lot of stuff.
You said
but-
it was magically like sealed.
Yeah, they're doing arcane lock. They're doing all kinds
Does
of like,
it
magic circles and stuff. Yeah.
How's it looking? Is it like
I mean, it's a big wooden door, but the funny thing is it's not cracking, but it literally is like bending out. Almost like not like it's bubbling, like it's a different substance, but that space is bending around it, kind of a thing. If that makes sense. So the door is bubbling out, but it's because of like space-time bending.
Oh,
Don't
great.
like that.
Nope.
Let's go to the store and we'll see how much time it takes us.
I'm really happy I brought Sarah to a shopping episode.
Thanks.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
shopping we go.
Well, we just need the...
Well, I don't.
What?
Yeah, we
Well,
need
the
money.
scroll I'm getting through my contacts, so I assume I can have that brought here, right?
Correct.
So we don't have to go to the store for that.
It's
If
just
we
going to
wanna-
cost you, rather than
Yeah.
20,000 gold, which is what that scroll would have cost. Shifter has used his contacts and his power of like being part of the government to
Mhm. Ha! not
to
me
get a
this time.
significant discount. So that is why you guys are able to do this for 4,000 gold,
Okay.
and
Oh.
that can be brought
Huh.
directly to you. Like the guy could be there if that's what you want. So.
Yeah.
I
I don't know
have
if you
to-
guys need a long rest, if that's something you want to do before you go in there.
I'm good.
I thought we rested right before, right?
I think you
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm top up.
yeah.
Right.
So we don't have to do that unless we want to like sell the genie ring to try and get the funds, right?
Did we not have enough? I feel like we've been thrown money.
I think we might have enough. So
Yes,
we might not have to do
yes,
that.
I have the gold.
Right.
Shifter is going to take Lagwin aside real quick
Yes.
and just be like, listen, Lagwin, I understand that you don't want to do this, and I honestly cannot blame you. However, I have to. I don't really have a choice in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to sit this one out,
No,
that's your
re-
prerogative.
no, I've been here with you so far, and you know I am the chosen one.
Shifter, who had been really serious up to this point, just stops and is just like, Well, thank goodness you're the chosen one.
But
that just
in
walks away from you.
that is in a more practical reason, I don't think this group could survive with any one of us missing. So we all do something. We all do that thing very well. So I think I just wish we knew we were going to be what the situation was before we figured out what spells we were preparing this morning. That would have been useful. But yeah, all right. Well, then I guess we'll just have to do this then.
So let's see. Yeah, I throw in 1,000 of my gold, which is most of my gold. It's a total of 5K.
4,000 that you need.
Yeah. Well, you had told me 5, right?
Did I? I thought I told you 4.
Let me check.
He said 4. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
no. So you told me
I did
5.
say 5.
I told
Sorry.
everyone else 4 because I was factoring in the 1,000 I was already
Here you
putting in.
go. Okay,
Alright,
I did
I'll
say
give
5. You're right.
2,000.
I can
Alright.
give
3. We need 2 more.
I
I
can.
can give the other 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Curie for the win.
I was
Like,
gonna,
mm.
I'm fine with that.
Like, fine with that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
But you're buying lunch tomorrow.
You know what? If we survive, yes, I will buy lunch tomorrow.
All right, we're going to go about this very smartly. Okay?
That'd be a first. What? Sorry, I'm very sarcastic today. I don't know why.
Perhaps it's the lack of sleep. All right.
Well, yes, good. Go on.
That was clever.
Aha. All right. We need to stay close, stay quiet. As soon as we get in, just stay pretty much follow my lead, and Shifter and I will survey the area. If you see anything of pertinence, please inform us and have fun.
So are we going for stealth or
Yes.
destruction?
Stealth.
I'm
so
going
glad
to
that you
try to
asked.
I'll try to get us as close to the orrery as I can. And then I guess I'll just try to turn it off and port us out of there, and you all just need to make sure I don't get killed while doing that.
Right.
Mm.
So
Could we
if we're
try to
fight-
bring Drund?
I don't want to.
I
We
mean,
can.
he did kind of muck it all up, but he does know how to use the Ori.
He is also kind of like rocking in place, like Milo, poor Milo. Like he's
Yeah.
not doing
You know.
emotionally and mentally not doing the best right now. So,
Okay.
but that is an option if you want to try and bring it.
Based on that, I'm gonna say probably.
It
not.
might be more of a babysit mission if you do bring him along.
Boy, do I not want to do that. All right. I'm ready.
Shifter does those exercises that actors do while they're warming up their voice, like red leather, yellow leather, because they're like getting ready to read the scroll.
Toy boat.
Unique New
Toy boat.
York.
Yeah, unique New York. That's a good one. Yeah, so you hand over the gold to one of your associates, and there's like a scrawny looking kid that's got a scroll, and he's just like, oh yeah, and he like hands it over, and then your associate like delicately gives it to you, and you have a scroll of teleport, which is a higher level scroll than you can currently cast. So we have to roll to see if you are able to actually cast this spell. Before you do,
I did not realize it was a
Oh yes.
a maybe situation.
oh, it's very dangerous.
What did I say?
Twice actually, but
Excited
you
to
are
be a
very
part of it.
familiar with where you're going. You understand how to get to the orrery / the other side of the door. So from that aspect, I think
There's only a 1 to 5 chance of a mishap.
correct. Now, I will say, do you have an associated object? Because if you do, then it's 100% to get on target. But I don't know if you guys have something from the Undercity.
Did we find any magic items? Well, we didn't. I think
There might have been a trinket, but I think it was somebody.
Yeah.
Like I think it was on the
Yeah.
people you defeated, not necessarily from there. But I didn't know if somebody picked up a rock. I don't know.
Can we say we did?
No,
Would-
I want you to look at your inventory and have something from the Undercity.
I would not. Definitely would not have that.
Did we keep any? There were a lot of bones.
Oh yeah.
Or a gear. Didn't you take a gear for a little bit?
Did Drund have
But
it?
you
We could
would
ask
have had
Drund,
to give
maybe.
it back for it to like work, I guess. I don't know. I thought you guys took
Well,
something to
actually that's a good point. The guy who's rocking back and forth on the floor may have something.
Mm-hmm. Drum, darling,
yes.
can you stop having a mental crisis for 5 seconds? I have a question for you. I will smack you in the face. Please do not make me.
Okay.
All right. Do you have anything that is specific to the place that you're at? A gear, a rock, something from the undercity?
I mean, I have the book that that Shifter gave me that I've been keeping all of my notes in.
Hang on
Did
to
you,
that for a little
did you
while.
make any pressings in the book? Perhaps
Ooh,
rubbings?
of all the flowers that are down there.
No. I mean, I'm not that kind of a dwarf. I don't really do a lot of pressings and chalk rubbings. So, I mean, I know improv is yes and, but I don't know how to help you guys with this.
All right. Well,
The
then,
answer is no. Let's try it anyway. Don't
right.
roll bad.
I believe in you, Shifter, darling.
Lex, are you making like an ability check, or is this a
Yeah,
spell
so
check,
to
or-
use the scroll, it is a DC 17 Arcana.
Okay. I'm going to touch you on the shoulder and give you guidance. So you add a
Sweet.
D4 to that.
Nice. All right. Also, how many charges do I have, Ted?
Oh,
Do I have any charges?
You might have one. Stand by here while I just jump over and take a look. Out of 7 parts, you have exactly 1.
All right.
Ooh.
So I do have +8 to Arcana. So
Well, here's hoping that D4 helps.
yeah, we're fine. I have a total of 26.
Yeah.
26. You read this scroll. The scroll burns up in front of you. The rest of you, in a shimmering like blue light, are being teleported away. Let's roll a D100.
Oh, bye.
Here we go, folks. This is it.
TPK right here. Thanks for coming, Sarah.
Thanks for coming.
Gee, I always wanted to be in a D&D game by myself after a TPK.
Okay, all right. I didn't roll well, but there wasn't a mishap.
Okay.
So I got a 9, which, if you're very familiar with the place, is similar area.
It's a similar area. Oh, you got a 9? Oh my gosh, that's so
Got a
close to a
really-
mishap.
It's really close to a mishap.
Wow. I
what
was thinking
happens?
you were like, I got a 27, and I'm like, oh, that's still on target. But yeah,
Just,
okay.
just for people playing along at home, what happens if you do mishap, Lex?
Yeah, let's read mishap. So, well, first I'll read similar area. You and your group wind up in a different area that's visually or thematically similar to the target area, Cough the Abyss. If you are heading for your home laboratory, for example, you might wind up in another wizard's laboratory or in an alchemical supply shop that has many of the same tools and implements of your laboratory. Generally, you appear in the closest similar place, but since the spell has no range limit, you could conceivably wind up anywhere on the plane. Mishap!
On the plane.
The
On the
spell's
plane.
unpredictable magic results in a difficult journey. Each teleporting creature or the target object takes 3d10 force damage, and the GM rolls on the table to see where you wind up.
Oh.
It's a similar area. You know you're going underground. This is just so
What
fun.
if we ended up at a different orrery on the material plane and just oh cool, well, let's use this one instead.
Oh my god, that is funny. No, your bodies like Stargate go forward. And all of you feel like you hit.
Also, I don't think we told anybody that we were doing this. So like I feel like we're
Fine.
standing in this group of guards and we just got like sucked away.
Oh yeah. Brock Sampson is very well.
And they're just like, demons are freaking out. We just get sucked out of the room. Good, the guys are here to help. What? Like,
All of your bodies are like push forward. You feel as if you have hit a wall of molasses. Your body like splashes down. It takes the wind out of you, side like vertical, and you like slowly get pushed through. And then the next thing you know, you guys are sprawled out on the ground. You wake up. Or not wake up, but you like look up and you kind of check your surroundings, and you're literally on the other side of the door. Like you look behind you and the door is right there. Like you just kind of swished right through the door. It's real dark, real creepy. There's a fine, I hit my microphone, sorry audience. There's a fine like oil on the walls and floor. It's like greasy and just gross. There are soot webs, which is a real thing you could look up on the internet. I believe it is. I say that now, I'm not sure. But there are spider webs that are very creepy and black and kind of like strung together. And as you guys look up, you see a dwarf looking back at you. And this is where Sarah will introduce herself.
Gee willikers, where'd you all come from?
What do you look like?
What do I look like?
Soot webs are a real thing.
Soot webs are real and they're terrifying.
Yeah.
Yes, they are terrifying. That's why I had them.
This is like Silent Hill nonsense.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. There's music in the background. There's not, but there is.
You see before you a female dwarf with long red hair and a short but nicely braided beard. The jewelry goes back into her hair somehow. You're not sure where it stops. She is wearing nice blue tunic and blue pants tucked into some comfortable leather boots and a nice leather overcoat.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, I should ask you the same thing. I was here all by myself, and next thing I knew, you were here. The door didn't even open.
Where are the demons?
Demons?
Shouldn't there be a lot of demons on the other side of the store?
Demons? Have you seen demons? Are you a demon?
No, pot devil, but thank you. I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, that's also a good idea.
Looks down at her. What's the date? I don't know. Did something go wrong, Shifter?
Well, I definitely cast it correctly, but I really haven't teleported anyone before, so pinpointing the location was kind of a crapshoot. I apologize.
Were you knocking on the door to try to get out?
Oh, no. I was actually here looking for someone.
Okay.
Oh, a wonderful friend of mine. His name's Milo. He told me about this wonderful group of adventurers, and I thought they would make for a wonderful story. I'm determined to be the best lore bard that's ever been. Someday I'll have my name in lights in the sky because my stories will be so great. You know what that is, right? That's when a wizard launches fireworks and stars up into the sky and it spells your name. It's very wonderful.
Well...
Mm-hmm.
So you haven't seen any demons?
Oh no, not a one.
Huh.
How long have you been here?
Siren, as you say that, you you haven't seen any demons. There are further down the hallway that you kind of see, there are weird looking like featherless chickens that are just like begawking about and like pecking at stuff. And as they look at you, they open their mouths and they've got like sharp teeth and stuff. But they look a little creepy, but like you could probably kill them pretty easily.
Wonderful. Well, if you're looking for Milo, so are we. So why don't we move quietly down this hallway, down these stairs, to the place. Unless you want to stay here, Can you be quiet?
Oh, yes, I can. I can be very quiet. You know Milo too? Isn't he just the best?
Sure is.
Tressa, how did you get in here?
Oh, well, I came through a similar door.
A similar door, but not this door?
No, not that one. A similar one.
Where?
Oh, off that way.
Can you find your way back to this similar door?
I can, but I need to go get Milo first.
Sure.
Right. Oh God, Jordan.
Well, this checks out, so...
Terrifying.
Sounds fine.
All right then. Shift over here, you can't see in the dark, correct? It's dark down here?
No.
Yes?
No,
Yes,
I
it is very
cannot.
dark.
Alright, well, I guess we'll be leading then. And don't fall down the stairs. Be careful of oozes. I learned that one the hard
we
way.
ran into that problem. Yeah.
Why don't I go first? And I will move stealthily and check for traps as I go.
And I will follow behind. I'm gonna go in the back. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna do it because I don't trust the new person. So I'll go in the back.
So the marching order is Siren first, Lagwin last, and then Tressa, Shifter, Rikiri just kind of hanging out in the middle. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
All right. Siren, make a stealth check and make a perception check.
That's a nat 20 for a 30.
Nice.
Wah, wah, wah.
And then
Here we go.
that's a 1. Is it a perception check or a
It's a perception check. Yeah.
that's 10 still.
That's 10. Okay. N-
It even
yeah,
out.
you're real sneaky. It's amazing how you can be so sneaky
Just
and
vanish.
not run into people.
No.
There are some creatures ahead of you that you notice. One of them looks like a harpy, but like really gross with a beak and large wings. This creature tries to take off a little bit every once in a while, but hits the ceiling and gets really frustrated and angry. And then there are how many of them? 6 of these other little guys, and they're smaller. They kind of look like maybe dogs or little bears that would stand on their hind feet. They've got like weird pig faces, but fur. They're very muscular. And every time this winged creature hits the ceiling and falls back down, they just like cackle with laughter and cause a bunch of problems or not problems. They're just like laughing and stuff. But they don't notice you because you rolled a ridiculous stealth. But they are blocking your path.
I'll turn back to be an eyesight of Shifter and use sign language to say the number of people. Oh, what?
Can't see.
Oh,
He can't see in the dark.
Shifter can't?
No.
Oh, that's right.
Shifter
Oh, shit.
can't.
So you're just like
I'm doing
signing
hand, yeah.
to know. And I'm like,
Lachlan's like, I don't.
what? I don't know what these mean. And I'll be like, Shifter, she's doing this with, and I'm trying to describe hand signals to Shifter who can't see in the dark. I guess, because...
Is it more of a triangle shape or a square shape language? You need to be more specific.
And I'm like, I think it's I don't know, a triangle, maybe?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have to be able to see someone to cast message on them?
You have to look up the spell. I don't know your spells.
I don't know.
I think you just point in the direction. I think.
I think
You
it's.
could cast light, but I assume that we don't.
No,
want
I
to
don't
do
want
that.
to do that.
If we're gonna do light, I've got that covered.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I can do it through solid
Okay.
objects. So
Okay, so then that's better.
knowing that Siren is trying to get my attention
Yeah.
because Lagwin told me,
Yeah.
I cast message, and I'm just like, okay, what do you see up there?
And I put my finger to my ear, as they do. And I speak into my wrist. There's these amount of creatures up here. Move forward, but very stealthily. Make sure everyone is as quiet as possible. I'd rather not get into a fight. Over and out.
Okay, everyone. Well, we're going to continue to sneak as much as we can. There's some demons, I can only assume, up ahead. Like to not alert them to our presence.
Well then.
Did I play some excellent sneaking music?
I love the enthusiasm, but perhaps just in your head.
All right. It's very wonderful. Great ambiance.
I can only imagine.
Mhm.
Well then.
Okay, if you guys are sneaking past,
Yeah.
Siren is definitely okay with her 30. She's also muted, but I don't know who she's talking to.
So I'm
But-
in somebody else's house. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's
I
fine.
continue to move forward stealthily.
You're fine. You rolled a natural 20, so you don't have to roll
Yeah.
again. You're very stealthy. But the other 4 of you need to roll stealth if you want to get past this guy. What do you or other fun options? What's going? Lex looks like he has his thinking brain on. Go.
Oh, I was just gonna say I already rolled, but do I have any spells for this situation? Prepared? No, not prepared. Yeah, I have invisibility, but it's not prepared.
Oh, I do, and it is prepared, but
Oh,
we didn't. We're great at communicating this group. Let's get in there, stealth, quiet, and be like, so I think we should maybe cast this spell. I don't know. What do you think? I don't have it prepared. Okay. Like,
Two of us are professionals. We don't usually have to talk about this stuff, okay?
yeah, well, here we are talking about this stuff. So, yeah, I'm just gonna make a stealth check.
Okay. Then read off your stealths.
Okay.
What do we
here
got?
so I've got a 21 for mine.
One.
I want to just point out my brand new custom die from RPG Dice, natural 20, first die roll with it on stream.
Ooh.
So a 29.
There you go. Rikiri.
Yep, I was pretty close to that with an 11.
Yeah, that's amazing. And Tressa.
24.
24. Okay, yes. So the majority of you doing really well. I like the idea of Rikiri again stepping on a bone, having a snap. Only very different situation, but they're way too busy laughing at this guy trying to like fly. He ends up running back up towards the way you guys came, and these little guys, little like pig dog creatures, kind of run after it. And you guys have free reign. You keep marching down ever so silently until you reach that big open area. And you guys have been here before. It's a lot of it's a lot of broken down ruins, like walls, but the roof is collapsed, so you can like kind of stealth behind walls and stuff like that. And I forget what monster. Oh, we fought like a bone golem here. Yeah. So there's a lot of like necrotic magic.
That's why we don't want to step on the bones.
Correct. This time you see that it's been cleaned up a lot. Clearly, the people that have been here have been, getting rid of the necrotic magic. They've been building various things. And then to your left, a bit of a ways, you see the Temple of Baal that houses the Orrery. And to your right, just next to that, is the temple spell that Drund cast, where he was hanging out. And that was like their base of operations here in the Undercity. And so it's kind of glowing because it's magical, but it's pretty large, and it's just like a giant temple of Gond. It's got like a big gear on the front. There are more of those little chicken, weird, skinless creatures with long tails kind of running around. You also see another one of the large creatures that has the wings that ran up the stairs. A different one is kind of like flying around the cavern now that there's more space over here. And there is a deep purple glow coming from where the Orrery was in the Temple of Baal.
The wind says. We are in the open cavern now, right?
Yes, you're right at the beginning of it. So you can go towards the temple, towards the towards the Temple of Baal, towards the summoned temple.
Right.
And yeah, so.
I'll hold up and wait for the gang, and just do a quick check-in. All right, I don't know where this. I assume the portal's going to be near the Orrery, so we should go that way. Yes.
I would imagine.
It's a fair assumption.
I think the glow would be a giveaway.
Right.
Should we stop at the temple first? That might be where our lost friend is. And they just sort of turn towards Tressa.
Oh yes, I had someone look for him with a scrying spell. I believe that's where he is. That's where I was on my way to, and then all of you just popped up behind me.
Yep.
Well,
Priest is our best bet at operating the machine and getting
Yes.
the rift closed.
True.
He's very knowledgeable. Mm-hmm.
well then, I guess to the temple then.
All right, just stay quiet. Don't step on any bones. And she like looks at everyone, especially Tressa. Just don't.
We're
I'll hover a little bit.
so this is a pretty open space that we're traversing.
Mhm.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm gonna turn to Lagman and be like,
Hmm.
"Do you want to try some invisibility?"
We could definitely do that. How do we want to go about? Who do we want to put it on? I guess.
I'll be fine, darling.
All right, Kiri then.
I may not be as fine. So
All right. And I'll look to Tressa and I'd be like, and what about you?
I should be all right. I can take care of myself.
Wonderful.
So Rikiri then.
Leans over to Shifter. If she
thank you,
dies, we're all
Lagman.
right?
Yeah.
Shifter's just gonna whisper, "Well, we can certainly use her as a distraction while we run away. I think that's."
She gives a smile to Tressa. Wonderful, let's go.
All right. So as we're gonna traverse over, before we set out to go over this open terrain to the temple, I will cast invisibility on Rikiri.
is it still like dark, or is
Yes.
it in this open area? Is it a little bit lighter?
Well, the light coming would be from the temple. The temple is illuminated with like a radiant godly glow, and then the Ori area has a weird purple dark glow. So
So
can we? Is it like dim light then, or is it actual darkness? if there's a
I will say it
glow?
is dim light.
so yeah, I will cast invisibility on Rikiri.
All right, you do that. Also, as you guys now have a little bit more light kind of looking at yourselves, you're noticing that sludge is kind of like all over your clothes. It's on your feet. It just is hard to get. It's not causing you any damage or anything, but it's definitely all over. Like there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Does this look like demon ichor?
Do you have a dice roll that will tell me if you know that or not?
I could try Arcana. We've killed a lot of demons throughout this campaign, and we've
that's
seen
true.
their goo quite a few times. So
every time you have killed the demons, the goo evaporates.
yeah,
Like it sizzles away.
Sure.
And yes, I would say that this is very similar.
Okay.
Only it's not leaving, and it's just kind of like gently coating everything, almost as if it's like a mist in the air that is like now it found a surface, so it's stuck to that surface.
That's lovely.
Not to worry anyone, but we may be covered in demon protoplasm.
Great.
So
Ugh,
that
I
could
slimed
be an
us.
issue later.
Well,
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
to the temple then.
All right, to the temple. We're stealthing, I assume, correct? Let's roll stealthing.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Do I get any kind of benefit for being invisible?
You get advantage, yes.
Sweet.
16.
24.
22.
19.
27.
Oh wow, yeah, very stealthy. You do zip past a couple of random demons. One of them, which in order for me to describe it correctly, I will have to open up its stat block because it has a really cool picture. Is quite large and kind of walking around back and forth in front of the Temple of Baal. And he is a large fiend. He's got kind of a skeletal face with a big bald head and pointy ears. And he's got an open rib cage. So he's got like muscle and meat and bones, except where his rib cage is, and it's just kind of empty and hollow. And he stands probably 8 to 9 feet tall, and he's kind of stomping around, just like looking for prey, basically. Not necessarily guarding the entrance, but for all intents and purposes, he's there in front of the entrance. You guys get over to the Temple of Gond, the Summoned Temple of Gond. The door is shut. You are there. What would you like to do?
Can I try the handle?
You can. It magically opens. As
I
if
turn
by
back to the
magic.
group and go,
Well done.
Well, okay then.
Oh, good. Rakiri made it here. I was worried.
Right inside, you kind of peek in and you see Milo, and he's sitting at a table. There's lots of food, and he sees you, and he looks like really like expectant and hopeful, and then sees you and gets a little confused and kind of sits back down. And he's like, he turns to Siren, like, "Can I help you?"
I'm sorry, we were here to rescue you. Do you want us to leave?
No, I definitely need rescued. I just, I thought my friend Tressa was going to be here is all.
Hi, Milo.
Oh, Tressa! And he's just very, very relieved and happy to see you.
It's good to see you again.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. I knew you would come for me. I can't believe that no one would leave somebody like this in this place. And I just knew when I was in danger, you would be here for me. Very
of course. Excited. Absolutely. I can't wait to be introduced to the friends that you told me so much about.
Yes, these, well, I mean, friends is a strong word. More or less, I know them through business thing. But yes, Lagwin and Siren and Rakiri and Scheifter, I believe.
You mean I've been traveling with them this whole time?
Yes, this whole time.
Milo, I've heard so much about you. She'll go up to Lagwin and just, you must be Shifter. I have heard about how you've wooed so many people. I am so excited to meet you. And then she'll go over to Siren and say, and you must be, are you Riki? Oh, I have heard so many great things about you too. Oh, I'm so excited to meet you all. She'll go around and she will misname every single one of you and shake your hand excitedly.
Shifter, she's going to be yes, no, I'm Lagwin. I'm the chosen one. I just, it's so nice to meet your acquaintance.
Darling, you're at a 10. I need you to come at least down to a 4, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I being too excited? I don't have many friends. Some people say I talk too much and I just kind of forget about it sometimes.
Well, you don't have any more as of now. So let us continue on.
Milo, I don't know how I feel about that one.
I mean, they're all like this. It's crazy.
Milo, what happened here? Drund is above ground having a mental breakdown. He thought you were dead.
No, well, he got away. The abyssal portal opened up, and we went over, and I ran some of the gears and the levers, and it wouldn't close. It almost seemed like it was jammed, and then just demon after demon kept spewing out, and we knew that we had to like create a barrier somewhere, so we fought off a couple of people, and the next thing I know, I look back, and Drund is running towards the exit, and I tried to run after him, but there was a sea of demons, so I ran straight to the temple, and I've been waiting here.
Glad you messaged me when you did.
Yes. Oh, and then I messaged Tressa, and then I was like, hey, I need help and assistance. Tressa has been a lore advisor on the various planes of existence, and we were bringing her in to help us.
Really?
So the top secret project we hired you to keep secret and to work on, you brought in an outside consultant for that? Is that
an expert consultant?
Oh, well, that's different then. So
it was Drund's decision. He's leading the charge.
I'm not surprised. So is there, if we drag you over to this orrery, is there any way that you can help us close this rift?
I mean, I will offer all of my assistance. The problem is I tried everything at the initial response. We pulled everything, it should be shut down. I don't understand what's keeping the portal open.
What have you tried so far?
Well, there was the gear, or the hand. I pulled it this way and not, it went about halfway, and then there was a grinding motion. And I tried to shift gears, but and then someone in the back kept saying, like, hit the clutch. And I was like, oh, I am hitting and I couldn't get it into fourth. That was the problem. So yes, but normally it's very straightforward. Like, lock the portal, close the, there you go. It's done.
So here's my concern. According to Drund and to you, there were a sea of demons, and there are demons here, assuredly, but I wouldn't call it a sea, a dozen, maybe. They were on the other side of the door. The door was buckling under the weight of their force, yet we get to the other side and there's nothing But Tressa, so did the demons go back? Is the Ori going both ways? I'm just, it's not making sense to me.
As far as I know, it is an open portal. Now, I have been hiding here so that I don't get devoured by demons, but demons are wont to fight each other, and they were attacking one another, and there was much like bloodshed. I think they might have, thinned their own numbers, but with that portal open, I know more could get out at any time.
Are there any did we come across any like bodies? Like, did we see corpses, like not of demons but of the people working down here?
Oh yeah, no, you didn't see any corpses. Yeah,
We wouldn't
other
see
than the
any
old
corpses.
bones that you saw earlier. Yeah.
The corpses are already all over us. We're covered in demon ichor.
Oh, I was wondering what that smell was. I
But
didn't want to say
if
anything. I thought it'd
like
be rude.
people were killed, would they become demon ichor?
They would not, and you did not
Right.
find any like people corpses. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very suspicious of this whole situation.
So is the dog, but that's another story.
My husband just got home apparently. Have you identified what type of magic is keeping it open?
No, because you have many questions, and I apologize, but I have been here. If for me to leave would just have caused more problems,
I understand.
or
that's
I
very
would have
smart.
died, and I don't want to
Mhm.
die.
I'm so glad you didn't die. Oh my gosh, I would have to cry so hard.
I know, and
I didn't wear the
we
right
both
mascara
hate
for that
crying.
today.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Tressa,
Right.
you understand me so well.
I
All
know,
right.
I've missed you so much.
Oh, and they hug.
I'm so glad we were able to reunite them.
As endearing as this meeting is, we do need to solve the whole demon problem, so we're going to leave stealthily, get you over to that place, and then you can figure it out, and we'll protect you as you do. But you need to do it quickly, because you will have to answer for this whole debacle later on with the Zentarum Council. So
And he like irises just shrink, and he does like one of those like gulp kind of things, like do you mean I'm in trouble?
Surely they will look more kindly upon you if you can right the wrongs.
absolutely.
Oh, of course. I mean, well, there's I'm not sure what's keeping the portal open, but I know it's a strong, evil necrotic magic, and if we had the counter to that, we could possibly, like, I don't know. There's a famous story that we've told about people who bust ghosts, and they say never cross the streams,
Never
but in
cross-
occasional
Yes.
parts you can cross the streams
Because
and
it makes
does
it
good.
stronger.
It makes it stronger. So if we take something that is very lawful and good and throw it into the portal, it might
Yes.
counteract it'll cross the streams and it'll close it. It'll be a complete reversal, and there will be no Marshmallow Man.
Milo, you are absolutely brilliant.
I've heard of this protonic reversal, yes.
Well, considering the goo that's all over the place, I think we need to find a statue and then make
Yes,
it
we should
walk with-
we could positively charge the ichor so that it works in the opposite direction, and we can use that in our favor to make things work for us.
and then we just need to use music to animate it. They point
And
over
we
at
have a
Tressa.
bard. This is the plan. We've got it.
I don't know.
Fucking
Is the ichor is the
Ghostbusters.
ichor necessarily something that can be reversed, or is it just a neutral byproduct of the original?
Well, it is a byproduct of the demons, and I'm not sure it could be reversed, but you're on the right track. We just need a very an artifact of law that if we just threw it into the portal, I'm sure it would just collapse on itself.
right. Does it have to be an artifact, or could it be a person?
I mean,
Oh well, I don't
don't
think
know.
murder
I
would
don't-
close something. I feel like that
Yeah.
would be very unlawful.
that's very evil to murder
Yes.
somebody.
Well, yes, but if the person you're throwing in is very good, then it's not evil. That the person's good, and that
No, but they would
No?
still be in the abyss. That would be awful.
Yes, I think the act of
Don't-
evil would override the person's goodness.
Don't
Oh,
think of it
yeah,
as
she's
murder.
got a
Think of it
point.
as self-sacrifice. Look, Shifter's gonna turn to, or Shifter's gonna be like, could we have a moment away, just a moment to speak with each other?
Oh,
Away.
yes, of course. And Milo goes over and he hugs Tressa. He's like, they want to talk to you, and he'll push Tressa over to you guys as
Okay.
well.
It's like, No, Tressa, you need to comfort your good friend. I
Oh.
think
Are you sure? I'd be happy to talk it over with you all again.
just look at him. He needs you.
Yes.
He's just waving like, hi.
He's very lonely.
Well, yes, but I mean, we can catch up later once we wrap up this whole business. He's not going to be in very big trouble, is he?
Oh, I couldn't say.
I think we need to survive before we worry
Right.
about any of the future things. Let's
You're probably right.
here and now. Let's do that part first.
Yes. But Shifter's just gonna be like, look at Tressa and just be like,
I can clearly see this is a you thing and not a me thing. So I'm just going to walk over to Milo.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy your little talk.
Thank you.
We cannot stand to lose one of the rod fragments.
Right.
Also, the rod fragments are lawful neutral, right? So they wouldn't even necessarily. I mean, I guess they would still count as like an opposite thing. So I get that, but I really don't want to throw a rod fragment in there, especially since we work so hard to get them.
We absolutely cannot.
But that might be the only way. Rikiri, don't worry, you'll get your wish. We'll get to go to the abyss later to get it back.
Oh God.
Well,
Do we have anything else that would fit this description aside from Rikiri herself? Sorry.
I was going to say it. I mean, restoring the rod is more important than any one of us.
Oh, darling, I wouldn't throw you into an abyss. Maybe the dwarf, but
Just
you've
Siren.
kind of grown on me, all right? I'll say it.
let me ask you a
Nicest
question,
thing you've
Jordan.
ever said to me.
Yes, Ted.
This banana pouch. Do I feel like it is a lawful banana or a chaotic
does.
banana?
Abide by its own laws.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it a good banana? I mean, it is. It tastes amazing, but is it a lawful good banana?
I think the shape and flavor of a banana lends itself to a chaotic nature.
I can definitely.
Let's be honest. I don't know.
I can completely understand that.
It might be a good. It might be. It very well might be a good artifact. Whether it's an artifact and not just an uncommon magical item is another debate.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what? Realistically, Agwin doesn't express any of this out loud, but he's not ready to make that sacrifice on a chance. If it was a sure thing, we could live with it. But if it's a chance, I mean, I need that potassium. So, okay. Anyway.
What about the gin ring? Gins are lawful, aren't they?
Oh, that's a good question.
What do we
Actually,
know
I don't know,
about?
but they seem lawful.
I know what the ring does because I identified it. Would that let me?
I would say Shifter might know if you want to make because of the location of your of where you live. If you want to make an Arcana roll or a History roll, you could know if Jinn are chaotic or lawful.
I only got a 12 on that.
You are not 100% sure, but just the nature of genies in general makes you think that they are probably chaotic.
All right. Well,
They're bound by rules, but when not bound by rules, and you would know stories of this, they cause a lot of havoc.
What if we bring out the gin and then we wish for something that... What if we wish for him to close it?
I already said that.
well, I don't. Well, I don't
Listen
believe...
to Rikiri, ladies.
Well,
I didn't just listen to
well,
Rikiri.
I mean,
I don't remember you saying that.
Well, so the issue was that it was going to take us so long to attune to the ring, but then there's not this sea of demons that we were promised, so perhaps we have more time than we thought.
Well, as someone who understands at least as much as one can without fully utilizing said ring, I do not believe, I could be wrong, this might be something extra special, but I don't believe inherently you're granted wishes. You're granted control of a djinn and whatever capabilities they typically have. If this particular one does have the ability to grant wishes, then we would have that. But it might just be a lesser version.
I thought Jinn was supposed to grant wishes. Am I having that wrong?
I think that's the general fairy tale, yes, but I don't know if that's all of them. I don't know. We'd have to summon it here and then ask it,
Right.
or command it.
I will say this: your characters and you as players have no idea what this ring is. I told you that it was a ring of Jinn summoning. There is a magic item that is that, which is what Ted is referencing, but
Yeah.
nobody's interacted with it. Nobody's attuned
Right.
to it. Nobody's
Yeah,
played
we-
with it. You haven't summoned it. It might do more than you think. It might do less than you think.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We know. Well, I identified the ring, but we don't know what it does other than it being identified. So,
Because I like to give you items that are D&D beyondable.
sure, yeah.
And so I may or may not have this do more or less. You don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I know on the surface what it's supposed to do based on, like, I identified it, we know the name of it, so we're just taking assumptions, but we know in the grand scheme of things that genie, like, they exist in the world. That's not like a fairy tale, those creatures exist. And we fought an Efreet, which is a djinn, so, like, but he didn't offer to grant us any wishes.
No, he
Because
didn't.
I feel like if you have the ability to grant wishes and you are almost dead, you're like, whoa, hold up. I can grant your
Yeah.
wish. Don't kill me. That's a thing I can do. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the ring summons some sort of powerful creature similarly to what we fought,
Yeah.
but that doesn't tell me that it would be able to close
Right.
the
Right.
rift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Well, it's
So-
an option. If we have an hour, which it seems like we do, someone can do that and we can figure it out. Don't everybody jump at once.
I just want to get this over with.
Let let's take an hour and I'll go over some notes, talk with the priest some more about the machine, take a short rest. Someone can attune to the
Okay.
ring.
I'll talk to Tressa and see if there's anything we can learn about the abyss and other planes that we might need.
Around you, the temple fades a little bit. And
Oh, no.
you guys all look over and you see Milo and he's like, oh, it has been about a week.
Oh, dear
Um,
God.
Why the
Can you not re-up it?
Well, I mean, I can't. It was a Drund spell. I'm not as high level as our good friend Drund, but and once this is down, I think it'll really allow the demons to come towards us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because right now it's kind of pushing them away. It's a little bit of a problem. So,
Right, yes.
but yeah, you guys wanted a rest, and he points at all the food on the table and stuff.
I
Maybe
guess
not.
we'll just wing it as usual. And Siren like
Ugh.
throws up her hands and like turns around.
Yes,
Yeah,
professionals.
Shifter's like, I guess, and they start to walk out, and then they're like, wait a minute, is that fruit salad?
It is fruit salad.
I'm taking this fruit salad to go.
And with that, we will take a short break while we refill our water and my wine. And then we will be back with more adventures of Demon Heist 2020. Oh, yeah. Hello. You always push my right buttons, Ted. Hey, everybody. Welcome back
Hey.
to the Rod of Seven Parts. We're here playing a game. Our friends, our party members are going to go close a portal to the abyss. They don't understand what's going on. Their good friend, Tressa, is there to help them. Milo is also there. He is a half elf. Party members, what would you like to do? What's going on?
Well, before that,
There's a ring of genie summoning
well,
or Jinn summoning.
I'm
But
going to
before that, go
throw
ahead.
out that Tressa received a trinket, which, by the way, if people are wondering, yeah, of course you can give guests trinkets. That's an option.
I find
So
a whole
what
lot of
you?
trinkets in this temple all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's how it works. All right, so Tressa / Sarah, you have it's a ring. It's a ring of heckling. When you cup your hands and yell an insult, it increases your intimidation roll by +4.
That's fun.
That is amazing.
Takes
You suck!
Freebird! Ah!
Your mother was a hamster and your father sold some elderberries.
Oh, right she knew my mom was a hamster.
Anyway, so that's a thing. That was one I knew. That was one added during the night shift when I was real bored. I was like,
okay. Well, all right. What's the plan of attack? What do we want to do? You guys are having a secret huddle. Milo and Tressa are playing solitaire or something together. I don't know. War? What do you play together?
Solitaire together.
Maybe they're playing
over the shoulder.
A wonderful game of tiny dice, D6.
We're doing that
they're playing a role playing
hand clap game.
Oh yeah, that's
Patty cake.
uh-huh.
No, there was like a it's not patty cake. There's like an actual there's like a longer version of it. It's that.
And then Milo brings out the cups and they start doing cups.
Yes. Oh, we do cups. Yeah.
Jordan, we had a question for you.
Yes.
We, just to clarify, we have the two broad pieces fused together that we fused. Then we have one piece, and then the piece we got from the Oasis was two pieces fused together?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. And
So,
yeah.
which are those two pieces? Because in D&D Beyond, I just have them separate.
Ooh. You're asking the tough questions, Brenna. Well, okay, let me go to my notes first. How about that?
And while you're doing that, just because I think we clarified this too, the extra spell-like abilities that you got for having two rod pieces fused together, it was the same spells regardless of which two it was fused together. Is that correct? Like the fly and all that stuff?
Yes, I think when they're fused, you can just fly.
Okay.
When two of them are fused together.
But it's the same, like if it's the ones that we did or the two that we got, it's the same.
Yeah,
like,
so we fused together Ruach Kalem, which has Cure Wounds, Slow, and then after they were fused, Fly and Levitate. And then I have singles for Eche, Fiat, and Justicia.
I think Fiat was the third one we got.
Sorry for butchering those names.
Yeah, they're Latin. That's fine. I'm also bad at words. If you watched my latest video today, you would see how much trouble I have pronouncing gem dragon names because they're ridiculous. Okay, so about the rod. The rod radiates, blah, blah, blah. If you assemble it. So every rod fragment has a different power. When you assemble more than one rod fragment together, they increase in power. And so that increase is kind of, it's weird to think about, but it's not tied to a specific fragment. So if I have 1 and 2, I can cast, Slow and Cure Wounds, and I put it together and I can cast Levitate and Fly at will. If I have 4 and 5, I can cast Gust of Wind and True Seeing, but if they're connected together, I can also fly and levitate things. Now, if you connect all of them together, other stuff increases and becomes very cool. But there's like a power increase with 2 of them, and that is the same no matter which 2 consecutive pieces you connect. So you can't connect piece 2 and 5. It has to be 4 and 5 or 6 and 7 or 5 and 6 kind of a thing.
Okay.
So hypothetically, you could be like, I want to do 1 and 2, give that to Shifter. I want to do 3 and 4 and give that to so-and-so. And I want to do 5 and 6 and give it to somebody else. If you wanted to spread out the power like that.
Okay. So that answers our question that the 3 of us were talking about. So if you wanted to make those swaps or whatever.
Right. Now, disassembling, because 4 and 5 are together. So taking those apart you could do that. It takes some time to like undo the magic and stuff. And also there's a chance of weird rod stuff happening. Yeah, it's called resonant powers.
So what you're saying is every party member could fly.
Hypothetically, yes.
We already can.
Well, so okay, that answers that. So
like a butterfly in the sky, but I can fly twice as high. So
Just take a look.
it's in a book.
Oh my god.
Yes.
See what I have to deal with?
This is amazing.
So Lex, if you want to keep holding on to 4 and 5, could I take the other one so I can get cure wounds back?
Yeah, if you want.
I do want, because I don't want people to die.
We just might have to immediately throw some of them into this rift.
Well, if that works, then we've got 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 3 is a standalone.
Right.
So if you're going to toss one, one will do it, that would be the one to toss, right?
What was the which one was this one that's by itself?
The third fragment is
Fiat.
fiat, and it casts haste.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Once a day.
whatever. Ted can already cast haste. I'm not worried about that.
Literally all I do. So
Okay, so yeah, I'm taking this fruit cup to go. We might have to cast a rod. I really don't want to do that. Shifter is gonna be like, listen, I am not casting a rod fragment into that thing. I will find any other way to close that rift.
Great, yes.
use a ring.
We can try it. Stealth, get there. I'll go inside, check it out.
Oh, Tressa and Milo. I'm saying Milo with a
Yes.
question mark because my player is not sure if that's what the NPC's name was, but yes. Well, we're thinking of going to try and close the rift now. So if you two would like to come, any assistance you could provide, we would greatly appreciate it.
Be happy to. Uh-huh.
So
This will make for an
declares
excellent story.
Lagwin, the chosen one. And Shifter flourishes and then turns around.
And pulls down his hood, and he looks like Lagwin, wasting a spell slot before putting it back up just
Not
for
gonna
the
waste
joke.
that. No.
Just for the joke. It's canon. He did that. So 4 spell slots. Good job.
So
I'm gonna stealth ahead.
was someone attuning to that? Because that's going to take an hour. To
Yeah,
do
you
so.
guys
Need
taking a
to-
short rest?
Are
Oh,
we
yeah, sure.
tuning to it or just throwing it in there?
Well, I meant if you wanted to use the ring for its.
If you're handing the rod off to Brenna as well, she needs to.
Oh,
attune.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to short rest. So we're
Okay.
gonna do that.
Well, then
Yes.
Mercurius invisibility goes away because it's been over an hour.
She's just been like this.
This is talking.
thing for a
I
while.
didn't say anything before, just waiting for it to be funny, but it was just like standard conversation. So, but anyway, yeah. So the
Okay.
invisibility. drops.
You guys take a short rest. The temple gets a little bit dimmer, but is not gone entirely yet. But Milo doesn't look hopeful. So,
Oh.
are you taking Milo with you?
Yes.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Like, hey, stay 30 paces behind us, kind of a thing, or right next to you, so he doesn't get airlifted by a flying demon.
Right. Probably stay next to Tressa, who's in the middle.
Okay.
Can
He
we
will stick
can
next
we
to Tressa.
can we invisible him, or rather, Ted Lagwin? Could you cast invisibility?
Yep, we can do that. I'm gonna say that during the short rest, when everyone's attuning, I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery to get my spell slot that I just spent on invisibility back.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're gonna get another shot at short resting here. So,
Mhm.
and then I will use that same spell slot that I just got back to cast it again.
Sorry.
It's fine. You're spending like 6 spell slots a day, so I can spend one.
So
for
Milo is invisible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Tressa, can you make sure that Milo doesn't wander off?
Oh, of course, I'd be happy to.
Why don't you hold hands? It'd be super cute.
Just grabs him by the collar.
Works
This
as well.
is easier.
Am
Peeking
I
out the
getting
door.
invisibility, or am I just...
Well, as of me saying I just cast it, no. So.
Okay.
As we pick out the door.
There is that same, and I put it in our chat. It's a very creepy looking. I put it in our whatever chat with a guy trying to break out of his rib cage. Only that guy's not there, but it's a weird looking demon that's just kind of got a terrible like piranha baby face head with ears, and he's storming in front of the door. the thing. So,
Right. But we do know that there is a window that we could go in because that's how we got in before.
yeah, you could go around the side if that's something that you want to do.
That's what I would like to do. I would
Alright.
like stealth over there, please.
Okay. Not everybody can fly. I will keep that in mind.
Yes.
Just most
I
of
have
us.
multiple grappling hooks.
Okay, yeah.
It's true.
So roll stealth, Siren.
28.
28. You're good. You scooch around to the side. There are 4 windows on the side, roughly like, I don't know, 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to throw a grappling hook and climb up.
Yes, please.
I will say you are an expert in this. You do not need to roll.
Thanks.
And you have fancy magical trinket hooks. So you do that and you stealthily climb up with your awesome roll. You peek in. Inside, there is the orrery, but it looks a little different. From the inside, it's almost like space-time is warped. So you see the orrery and there's a platform that the orrery is like around.
Mm-hmm.
Where they would summon and disappear things on the inside, but instead of that platform being flat, it like bends and curves in.
Oh.
So the actual orrery is bent space-time wise down towards a black hole, so to speak. And as you look down, it just kind of goes to this finite point of darkness and you can't really see past that.
Wow. I'm going to motion down to the others. I'm going to motion to Shifter to like message me.
Baseball hand signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Message. So how does it look in there?
Well, are there any creatures in there?
Yes. There are a couple of those chickens running around.
But no
Oh,
other
abyssal
demons that I
chickens.
see.
Huh?
No other devil.
Yeah,
demons.
no other big demons. No,
Okay.
nothing that you don't think you could handle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a few chickens in here, but chickens. And she like actually does the fingers. The Ori seems to be bent in some sort of dimensional presence. It's not harmed, but it like visually looks like it's going into an abyss. Or the abyss.
Oh, good. It's great. It's great. So Shifter's gonna turn to everyone else and say, well, that yeah. So there isn't a sea of demons inside. Silver lining. Everyone.
Yes. Yeah. Yet. Well, then I guess we go. What are we doing?
Yes.
What's the plan?
Yeah. So we
Let's
should
go.
probably
May as well.
coast is as clear as it's gonna be.
So the DM is understanding that you are going into this area through all of you through the window,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
which means 4 of you need to make stealth checks to get past that big guy who's guarding the door, like
Yes.
Siren did.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then once you're inside with Milo, who is
Mhm.
not really good at climbing and various other
Mhm.
things,
Yes.
you're going to have him rappel down and then stealthily shut off the machine, even though he told you that didn't really work beforehand.
When you say it back to us, it sounds less.
I mean, I'm just letting you know what's going
Look,
on.
I can cast levitate on Milo so he doesn't have to deal with the climbing.
Correct.
So that'll solve that problem. I can also cast fly on myself so I don't have to deal with the flying or the climbing. Yeah, I'm just worried about sneaking past the creature, but I think besides that, our magic can.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you
That's
can
covered.
levitate everybody at this point because it's you have it at will. So
Yes.
Well,
Lego.
well,
So let's sneak.
sneaky time.
all right, everybody roll stealth.
25.
25 is good.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
In
Smart.
hindsight, or
No, before actually.
okay.
So it's a 1 on the D20.
Oh.
With my stealth modifier, it becomes a 3 And then with my guidance, a 4.
Oh god.
I will get back to you, Rikiri.
Okay.
Shifter and Tressa.
Mine was an 8.
Okay.
Oof. I had a 22. What did
22.
Milo get?
I didn't roll.
He's got advantage. He's invisible.
That's right. I got Milo's stats right
Oh.
here.
Not like I said this at the start. Not like I said this at the start. We're not a very stealthy group. Nobody
We
listens.
were the first round.
Milo got a 12.
Oh, good.
So he's making a little bit of noise. A lot of things happen.
Yep.
What did you roll again, Shifter?
22.
22. Okay, so Lagwin and Shifter, you guys are fine. You guys flitter by. Tressa, you have Milo under your arm, even though he's invisible, and the two of you are walking. The demon like scans the area and like kind of stops on you for a second, but just like glosses over and like keeps looking around. Rikiri, you need to roll a D100 for me.
Oh no.
I want to go low or high.
You don't know
Shoot
because
for
we've
the-
never done this roll before.
right in the middle.
Yeah. Right in the middle.
50.
It's an 85.
85.
You take
You-
85 damage.
No, you start hearing the thoughts of everybody around you. I rolled an 85 is you cast detect thoughts. This lasts for 1 hour and you do not need to concentrate to maintain the effect. Each time you use your action to focus, you will take 1d4 psychic damage. But you hear like all of a sudden you feel like you're just interconnected to everybody. The demons are scary, your friends are paranoid, Milo's confused, lots of stuff happening.
Can I get a little sampling of the party's thoughts here?
Well, if you do that, you will take a d4 for everybody you see.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So it's more just like ambient chatter. I'm not really
Mhm.
like, okay.
Correct.
Okay, if everyone
And the demon looks right at you and is just like, what? And comes storming towards you. But I will let you say what you wanted to say before he does this.
I'm just gonna say, can everyone just try to keep it down? It's a little deafening.
So if this is said out loud when we're stealthing,
Well, I'm whispering it like to you next to me.
Roll initiative.
yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know
You can hear
why.
Tressa's thoughts. It's just Baby Shark over and over and over again.
Of course it is.
Oh, that's great.
Well, Milo's about to not be invisible anymore. So
Oh, poor Milo.
Siren, what'd you roll?
Filthy 20.
Filthy 20.
filthy 20.
Dirty 20. Get out of here. Lagwin,
22.
22. Shifter.
21.
Oh, wow. Rikiri,
8.
8. High initiatives. And Tressa, sorry.
17.
17. Top of the round, Lagwin with a 22. There's a large demon running towards your good friend Rikiri, who seems to be clutching her head, telling you all to be quiet.
And I'll be like, well, that was the idea, yes. And then I will activate Blade Song as a bonus action and cast Haste on myself, dropping invisibility on Milo.
Actually, before you attack.
Oh, I'm not.
Can you attack?
I can,
Yeah.
but only if it gets within melee range. I'm not moving.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty close. I'll say, well, I mean, do you want to? Yeah, you could probably, with haste, you could probably get there, right? Or-
Yeah, but I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay near
Okay,
the party.
protecting.
Yeah, so I will just activate the things, and then I'll say, well, that was fun while it lasted, and then that'll be... And then, you know what? As my extra hasted action, banana.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Last
Aren't
time
you
we
Burning
glad
all those
you,
extra calories now that you're going faster.
Yeah,
Aren't
I
you
know. I
glad
need
you
it.
recovered those spell slots, Tim?
Yeah, I know. Well, I knew this was gonna happen. I had to call it a Jedi premonition, but
Okay.
anyway.
Mr. Is that all you? Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Mr. Shifter, what do you want to do?
I cast Charm Monster on it.
Charm Monster. Aw, snap. What kind of save is that?
That's a Wisdom saving throw. Now, it says that if we're fighting it, it gets advantage, but no one's
Yeah.
actually hit it yet.
Yeah, and I see your point, but it is an aggressive monster, so it has advantage.
Fair. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, wisdom saving throw.
But yeah, Shifter is just gonna like put their hands up and be like, but what if we just didn't do this? What if you just didn't want to do this?
Oh man, this is so cool. Okay.
So it's a DC 16.
It rolled a 17 with advantage.
Oof.
Damn.
Do you
So
want to make
subs-
it re-roll with your roll that you
Ooh,
have?
I do. That would be
It'll
fun.
still have advantage, but
Yeah.
and you do. Okay, so I'm doing that.
Mhm.
Okay.
14 is the next one.
That's yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he comes running as hard as he can, and then and just stops in
Yes.
front of you and is like, huh?
My hands like glow strange colors, and then its eyes glow those same colors, and then it's just like real nice. Does this thing speak? Is it capable of speech?
It knows abyssal and it has telepathy.
Oh, so it's probably saying nice things to me, but it just sounds horrifying in my head. Just like, oh, just sit. If you could just sit. If
That's
I
what
don't know if
abyssal
you-
sounds like. I don't know. It doesn't really understand what you're saying because it only speaks abyssal, but it is following you.
Yeah, Shifter keeps trying to make like a sitting motion, just like could you sit? Could you sit? You just sit, and Shifter just keeps like sitting and like miming sitting. And then Shifter turns to everyone else. I've pacified it for the time being. Actually, 1 hour. It's powerful magic, but we can leave it here and move on. Does anyone speak abyssal? Just out of curiosity.
Siren is up in the window, just going.
You can try and talk to it.
Yes, but by all means.
Let's see here. And she's going to use her telepathy
Okay.
and just tell it, shoot.
And it like looks at you and it's kind of confused and then turns away. And which direction you want it to go? Like back towards the door or just in a
Whatever the
random
farthest
direction?
way away from us
Okay.
is.
Yeah, so it just takes off running as fast as it can.
Did you say something to it?
Oh, I spoke in its mind.
Oh,
It's a neat trick. You should learn it. She'll grab Milo and keep walking.
mostly I'm just taking it all in right now.
How's your head feeling?
Oh, a little cluttered, really. If you could tone it down, that would be great.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Shark, do 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 do. Baby shark.
All
just
right,
gets
we're out of
louder for it.
initiative. That was the easiest fight we've ever had.
Wow.
The door is open. You guys all enter into
Yep.
the courtyard of the Temple of Baal with the Ori. Lots of abyssal chickens clucking about. That's the sound they make.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Siren is up in a window.
Yeah, she repels down. It looks pretty cool. She like
Yeah.
pops down and has her crossbow out.
Oh, Siren, we charmed the door guard, so we just walked right in. You didn't need to.
Well, now yes, I saw, and now I know. Thank you. That was great. Good job.
No.
You see this bullshit that's going on with Yori.
Oh yes, that looks awful and horrifying.
I'll guard the door. You magic folk, figure it out.
Milo, who's visible now, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Milo, you and I need to try to figure out how to fix this.
Okay. Yes. Well, you close the portal from here, and he walks over to a big handle, and he pulls it, and it goes, and it's just like grinding gears when you're trying to go to second to fifth, and you got to go to third and then fourth first. It's just...
Have you tried doing that, but stronger?
No. I mean, I'm limited by my weak half-elf arms. If only there was somebody stronger here.
Siren, why don't you try?
All right. Siren walks over, like cracks her neck, tries to pull it down.
All right, roll a strength check.
Oh boy. 17.
17's real good. It sticks about halfway. And Milo, looking at it from the outside, is kind of like, it's almost like something's wedged on the other side.
Well, like in the portal.
Possibly. Again, we could be done with this if we just threw some kind of like, I mean, I guess you don't have this, but some kind of lawful artifact that would counteract the chaotic magic of the abyss.
Lawful good, though, not lawful evil.
You seem very concerned with getting something into the abyss.
No, nobody. No, I don't want to go to the abyss. I just want to close the portal. We have to save Baldur's Gate.
No, not you. Something.
Can I have a banana? And he points over to Lagwin.
No, we only get one a day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
And he needs those calories. Do you see how fast he's moving right now? I don't understand how you could be so inconsiderate.
He's in a bulk phase right now, okay?
Yes, 30 bananas a day.
Darling, I think if it needs to be fixed from the inside, then there's only one person who knows how to do that.
And yeah, Milo looks behind him and doesn't see anybody, and he's just very confused.
It's you, Milo.
What? I mean, there's no mechanics down there. It's just a pit. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I'm the lever guy, and he like pulls it again, and it's stuck. You're like, oh yeah, really good at this lever, but it's stuck out of my hands.
Magical problem requires a magical solution.
Oh, yes.
It comes up all the
Tressa
time in the
knows.
stories.
Yes. There you go. She knows.
But you said it was stuck halfway mechanically.
Well, that was the DM being dumb.
Fair.
No, mechanically, the thing will not go.
Yeah.
But that mechanical thing activates magical energies that
Right.
open and close the portal. So,
Can I detect magic on Milo?
yeah,
I do that.
he's Milo. He's hanging out. He might have a couple
Nothing.
magical items on him, but yeah,
Nothing magical about him.
he's not an illusion or something weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could take 10 minutes
trust
while I
it.
touch Milo and identify him, but that's kind of weird. Don't move for 10
Yeah, I
minutes.
don't want you to identify me. I mean,
And if I am, he's Milo.
yeah, I'm just Milo.
Yes, no,
I'm a
it's-
good guy.
Yep.
No,
He is. He's a very good guy.
none of us here who can cast spells have dispel magic prepared. I don't assume it would work
Yeah.
quite well in this situation, but I figured it might be worth trying.
No.
I can do it easily.
By all means.
What am I doing it? Am I just like ambiently dispelling
Just
any?
dispel the
Target
whole
the
orrery.
portal, I think.
Portal, yeah. Target the portal.
Yeah, see if you can just turn that off. I feel like it.
So are we thinking like
She
if
has only 2 spell slots a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
am I,
so it's
so am
up
I
to you.
thinking that if the lever is like magically stuck, I can try to free it? Is that what we're saying?
No. We
Well-
want to dispel the portal.
Yeah,
That's a-
because so it's the gears are grinding, but they're not grinding because there's physically anything stuck in them. And correct me if I'm wrong about this, Jordan. They're grinding because they're magically stuck, right?
Okay.
You don't know. He said that the and I see where you're going with this, but I want to be clear. So
Yeah.
Milo explains that pulling the lever activates a magical thing that closes the portal. Something is preventing the portal from closing, but it's whatever is preventing that is not allowing the magic to close it. You don't know if it's something physical or magical because nobody's walked forward and peeked down the hole. Lots of things have not happened.
Okay. Well, let's check that
What
out.
about Lagwin? What about your familiar?
Well, that's something we could try. Sure.
Squeak, squeakum, squeak, squeak.
And we're sending him into the portal, yes?
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah, no, I understand. This is where we become in the creature of magical creation and, you know. Anyway, so what are we doing? What's the plan?
We need to see inside the portal. We can't do that.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm not getting any closer to it.
We could try, but it would be extremely dangerous. So if we send your
Tressa,
familiar
why don't
in,
you go look?
Can you see
Can
through
see it
your
from here.
familiar's eyes?
Yes, if they're within a certain distance, and I don't know if between planes counts as 100 feet.
Planes doesn't.
It can get an aerial view over it, right?
Yeah, and so could Rakiri, in all honesty. She could get an aerial view.
Yeah,
So.
I'm checking my okay. I can't gaze it too much.
It's like a 50-foot ceiling in this area, and you could certainly fly over it if that's something you want to do. It might be dangerous, you don't know. Like I said, space-time is like, well, not time, but space is like warped in on itself. It's a really weird-looking portal, not like a gate kind of a thing.
Yeah. Lagwin, please just send your familiar over so we
just
can...
let's try the familiar first.
Sure.
If it fails, then I can go.
Fly.
All right. That goes. He flies over. It's very dark, but he is a bat with echolocation.
Sure.
So he gets a little closer and he echoes down. There is a definite circle that is the portal.
Mm-hmm.
And then something in the portal are these like two planks on either side that seem to be like wedged up. And on those planks are serrated blades coming down on either side. And it's just kind of like hung there. And then further in, he can't see because it's just sound waves only go so far.
Well, I will reiterate all of that. It's wedged open by blades, I think. Hooray!
Well, let's destroy them.
All right, go for it.
Have at it then.
I get to a vantage point where I can see them and cast Ray of Frost.
So in order to get close enough, you start walking towards the portal. Gravity bends with you.
Ooh.
So as you are walking, like it's like do, and you're still like connected to the plane, even though you're pretty much horizontal facing down. And you have 2 connected rod fragments and 1 loose fragment, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you cast Ray of Frost, make an attack.
14. Oh wait, no, that's 15. Sorry, miscounted.
Okay. You hit one of these wedged open things on the side with these blades. Roll damage.
10 damage.
Awesome. One second.
Hold, please.
A rumble in the earth occurs.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to edit this encounter. And I have to
Oops.
run this encounter. And the ground underneath you like rumbles a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
A shifter. And from the inside of this, you see a like ball of slime and black sludge come up. And 2 demons pop out of the top and join you at the very join you next to you up at the top of this hole. Everybody roll initiative. And we will start with
kidding.
7.
7. And Lagwin.
18.
18. And Shifter.
I also have an 18.
Ooh, good. Rikiri.
I got a 1 again for a 3,
Oh.
which means it is new dice time.
Classic Rikiri. Rikiri, you rolled a 1. Could you roll a percentage again for me?
Why you like this, Jordan?
Because it's fun. We're playing
38.
An 8.
30.
38.
Oh, a 38. That's much different. Okay.
Anyone else keep
Over
all
the
their dice just in like a big holder like this?
Ooh.
over the next 8 days, your ears, nose, and lips rot off, giving you disadvantage on persuasion checks and advantage to intimidation checks.
Do I
But
have any of
you don't
those
look very
things?
good right now.
I'm
I'm
better.
assuming your beak, like it's
Oh.
kind of disintegrating,
her
like
mouth.
real bad.
Oh my god, that's so
You said it's over the
gross.
next 8 days.
But it's over the next 8 days, so you feel like maybe you chomp down and a little piece like clink, and it's just not good. Yeah,
That's not funny.
will it
I'm
come
sorry.
back?
you don't know.
What?
We're gonna have to see. I mean, you have healing magic. Maybe we can figure it out. But yeah, you don't feel too good.
Perfect.
Rikiri got a 3. Our good friend Tressa.
16.
16 for Tressa. Start of the round. These are Vroks, by the way. Winged, weird, evil demons that look very upset. They see Shifter, and they're going to run right at you, my friend. And one of them is going to make 2 attacks. The first one will be a 17.
In response, I cast shield.
Okay. And I assume that doesn't hit.
Correct.
The second one will be with its talons for a 19.
That also will not hit.
All right. The next one will run up next to you. Now, how far away are the rest of you? And I know we're in combat, but like, be honest. Like, where are you at?
I was by the door.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're by the door. So you're probably a good 30 feet away from the Ori.
I feel like I was probably closer to the Ori.
Okay. We'll say you're like 15 feet away, Lagwin.
Yeah, wherever the bulk of the group was, I was with everybody. So
Okay.
Mhm.
And then Tressa will put you at 15 feet away as well. Okay. So this guy is going to the other one is going to run up to you guys, and it's going to screech very loud, very terrible. I need Lagwin, Shifter, and Rikiri to make constitution checks.
checks or saving throw.
Just, yeah.
Saving throw, sorry.
It's fine. It's 21.
21 is a
Hey.
success.
19.
19 is a success.
Big 2.
You got a big 2. You are stunned, my friend.
Oh,
And
no.
the waves of sound seem to go right over Tressa and doesn't bother her at all. Up next, Lagwin, what do you want to do?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but we've been here for more than a minute, so I don't have haste or blade song up from when I cast it outside, so I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Boom, boom, and then I'll use my hasted action to attack the Vrok, because it moved up, or was
It moved towards you guys, yeah. So there's one kind of in your group, and then there's one right in front of Shifter.
Okay, so the one that kind of moved up to us, I'll have my familiar, which we've established is out. Go use the help action. Give me advantage on attacks against this Vrok.
Such a min-maxer.
Yeah, I mean, I am, but it's not. So I'm not going to deny that. That is all true statements. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
So that will deal 16 points of radiant damage.
And then do you do extra damage to fiends?
Undead only, unfortunately.
Undead only. All right.
Would be great for this game, but no, only undead.
Shifter, you are next. You are stunned.
I'm stunned.
That's
I
awesome.
speak haltingly and don't take actions or reactions.
Yeah, I don't think you get anything. Tressa, you're next. What do you want to do?
Is there anywhere I can run for cover? Or partially lit?
Yeah, there's various like crates and barrels and stuff of food and various mechanical things that they've brought in to study this area. So you could definitely run in the opposite direction and try to like jump over them and hide if you want to.
Okay, is there any within 30 feet?
Yeah.
All right, I'll use my movement to go 30 feet, and then I will cast Charm on Shifter.
Okay. Shifter, I need you. You're stunned. What does that do?
I am incapacitated. I fail strength and dex saves, but it doesn't affect mental saves.
So what does he roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Roll a wisdom.
That is gonna be. Where's my bonus? 14.
That fails.
Yeah, so you think Tressa is the bee's knees.
Tressa's just such a delight. I can't let her know right now because I can't really speak, but I will.
And she just shouts for me from her cover. Throw in the rods as soon as you can. Close the portal.
Siren, you are next. You feel the ground rumble as the creature that is like inside the portal down below seems to be moving back and forth, but it can't do anything. Siren, what do you want to do?
Did Tressa just cast magic on my friend in the open?
She was undercover.
Were you hiding?
Mm-hmm.
And could I see?
I don't know. Could she see him?
You didn't say you were doing it stealthily. I don't think you can stealthily cast spells. So we're gonna assume that Siren probably saw.
Yeah. Don't like that.
Just trying to break him out of it.
You said to throw in the rod parts. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my sniper rifle crossbow. Oh gosh, do I know if someone who's charmed is in? No. Okay, wait. How far away from me is Shifter?
You are probably 40 feet away from Shifter. You are like 20 feet away from Tressa and 20 feet away from Lagwin and Rakiri and the Vrock. There's two Vrocks, by the way, two demons.
Cool. I'm instead gonna pull out my hand crossbow. I'm going to start running towards Shifter, and I'm going to fire 2 crossbow bolts at Tressa. Sorry. No, this is my like only friend. I rolled an 18 and a 19 on the dice.
They both hit.
Okay. All right. Is she next to any of my friends?
She is not. She is hiding behind crates and barrels. Yeah.
All right, solid. And I didn't have advantage because I wasn't hidden. So that's 13 damage.
What type is that? Piercing?
Piercing.
Just straight up.
Please
Okay,
and
cool.
thank you. And as she runs by, because I'm running towards Shifter, I'm not going to be mean, but she's going to say, "The dwarf's a traitor!" And then she like power slides closer to Shifter and posts up next to some rocks. Not hiding, but that's it.
Rakiri, what would you like to do?
So what's the positioning of the
So
two demons?
you are about 15, 20 feet away from the portal going down to the abyss. There is a rock right next to you and Lagwin. 15 feet in front of you is stunned Shifter with another rock next to him. From your position, a good 15, 20 feet away is Tressa hiding behind some barrels and what have you. And Siren is running towards you guys while taking pot shots at Tressa.
If I were to fly over to Shifter, would I trigger an opportunity attack from the rock nearest me? Okay. That's what I thought. On this, the one closest to me, I'm going to go ahead and cast I think I'm gonna use Rock Calum and cast Slow on the one closest to us.
Okay. Slow's a big area effect. I think you could get both of them, isn't it?
Okay. it is 40 feet.
Yeah, so you could totally get both of them.
Okay.
What kind of saving throw do I make?
That's a good question.
So slow.
Wiz save, beat a 17.
All right, I got to beat a 17 wisdom save. The first one is a 19. The one next to Shifter is a 19. So they both save.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's my turn.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Milo looks around very like, what in the wide world, and just bolts out of the door as fast as he possibly can.
Oh my god, Milo sucks.
Now you are stunned, Shifter.
So do I get another save? Does that wear off at some point?
It wears off after the end of its next turn.
Has it had another turn?
No. This is the beginning of its next turn. So.
Oh. Okay.
So he has advantage on you is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, sure. No, that's fine.
So this guy's going to take a bite. That is a 20 not natural for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to hit you with some talons for a 17.
Hold on,
which I assume
Jordan.
hits. Yes.
Hold on.
Holding.
Okay, I was just making sure that you weren't going to auto crit with these, but that's only if I'm unconscious. I want to make sure you got as much damage in on me as possible.
Oh, well, I thank you. That's really nice of you. I really appreciate it.
But no, it's only advantage.
Okay, good.
So yeah, no, that'll. I'm sorry, you said it was a 17?
17 also hits, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 15 slashing damage as it claws at you with its talons. Up next is our next Vrock. He is going to send out a bunch of toxic spores, and I need Rakiri and Siren and Lagwin to make Constitution saving throws.
Nice. 20.
19.
You are fine. 20 is good.
19.
19 is also good. What'd you get? Sorry?
19.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're all good. All right. These spores cover you, and you're just like, that's cool. I love spores. Bring it on. Lagwin, what do you want to do?
All right. Well.
And you are no longer stunned, Shifter.
Okay. So I clearly heard and saw all this go down. Oh, crap. I don't know what I want to do. All right. I'm going to use a bonus action to activate this dancing scimitar.
Not your blade?
You know what? I did make an attack before, so I probably should not have because I forgot to activate. So I will do that as a bonus action now. What do I want to do? I don't know. I guess I'll just attack this rock 3 times.
All right.
But my familiar's going to squeak at it first.
God damn it. I got to kill the... Okay, I'm making a note right now. I'm going to put it on my screen. Kill the familiar.
All right, that's a 24 for the first one, which will deal 11 points of radiant damage. A 30 for the second one for 17 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And then another 30 for another 17 points of radiant damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Shifter, you're awake. What's going on?
You do have to try and carry out my order.
Oh, yeah.
The first Shifter's going to be like, Siren, why on earth would you shoot Trent? She's such a delight and so helpful. And listen, I didn't think it was a good idea to throw the rod fragments in, but her counsel has really swayed me. And they take out the single rod fragment. Now, Jordan, you had said that having the rod was like affecting my persona. So am I super willing to part with it in this way? Like doing something that would effectively make it gone forever?
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't affect me in that way, I'm throwing it in. But I figured I would ask you first because you had talked about that a lot in previous sessions.
I did. Yes. No, I'm glad you brought that up.
I sent you the wording on it, on how it's written.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
Mhm.
I will look at that. Da-da-da-da-da. This is really good content for me to be reading. The
Sorry.
That's fine. We can fill it.
But yeah, Shifter's like taking out the single rod fragment, which is
You're doing wonderful, sweetie. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Shifter! No!
I
Siren,
see.
do you look back at me?
No. I'm running
Okay.
towards my friend.
Oh, this is Fiat. Yes, Fiat is the single piece that we have. So they're taking out Fiat and just being like, I mean, I think that this is definitely the right call.
I will read this. It's kind of long, but I think this is good to read. And then we will make a decision together. How about that?
Okay.
So you currently have 3 pieces of the rod.
Mhm.
The bearer refuses to knowingly break any law, no matter how absurd the law or how minor the infraction, unless the character can find a legalistic loophole that allows him to avoid prosecution and punishment. And then it talks about the problem with rogues in this character. The character refuses to part with the segment of the rod that he holds. You would, character, and then it talks about priests having problems who worship chaotic gods. If the character refuses, it says that you refuse to part with the segment of the rod. So
So
Go
I'm
ahead.
effectively enchanted by the rod to not want to part with it, but then Tressa's magic is enchanting me to want to. So should we do like a random roll to see which magic is more powerful? Should she
Yes.
make an opposed arcana check against something? Like, what do you think?
Yes. Now, Tressa, what do you think your magic comes from? Do you want to roll arcana, or is there something else that would be more appropriate for you, knowing the character you're playing?
Knowing the character, I feel like it would
Do you
be
want to do like a... Go ahead.
I feel like it would be like an innate form of persuasion that they'd have.
That's what I was just thinking. So if you
Okay.
want to make a persuasion check, and then Shifter, you're resisting magic. So however, whatever you want to do, I guess, whatever you feel like you're strong with, whether that's arcana, I don't know. What do you think? Talk to me.
Let's see.
These are the real questions of Rod of 7 Parts, people. Character defining moments.
I could try.
You are charmed, but the rod is really telling you not to do something. Where's the conflict? What role is that?
Like it still kind of makes sense as wisdom, unless you wanted to roll for the rod. Like, I like the idea that Shifter has no say in any of this, because it's one thing they're enchanted by and another thing they're enchanted by. So they're not actually a factor. It's just the rod's power against Tressa's power.
You have 3 pieces of the rod. That's really powerful. I'm gonna give you a we'll say wisdom, I guess.
Okay.
But you're proficient in it, and I'll give you a +1 because of the 3 fragments.
Okay.
So a wisdom check, and then Tressa will make a persuasion check, and we'll see who's higher.
All right.
I sent you my roll.
Okay, let me look.
So I rolled pretty well. I have a non-natural 20 after bonuses.
Wow. Okay. Tressa rolled a natural 20 for a 29.
Nice.
So I think you throw that rod fragment in.
So Shifter's just like, I mean, we really shouldn't be giving up any of the rods, but it's only 1 piece, and we can just go back and get it in the abyss later, I'm sure. And then they just toss it into the pit.
Oh my god. Can we like do anything? Can we react?
Is anybody next to him?
Well,
I'm
Siren
10
is
feet
next to
away,
him.
yeah.
But
Yes, that's not close enough, I don't think.
I don't think so, yeah. Rod fragment goes flying in. Whee! You see it tumble down into the abyss. There's a flash of light, and the portal stays open. Next is Tressa.
Try and throw the others in. It needs more magic.
And then there is a rumble from the ground as I roll a d6 to see if something happens. Nothing happens. Siren, what do you want to do?
Fuck. Okay, it didn't close, right?
No, it's still open.
No, the gate's open. Yeah, the portal's open.
It's
It
not
did rumble.
closing.
No, it doesn't seem like it's closing. No.
I hate everyone. Siren continues to run. I don't know how to stop someone from being charmed. She runs past Shifter, takes out her grappling hook, wraps it around part of the construction of this thing.
Yeah,
and
the Ori. Okay.
slides into the hole to try and catch the rod fragment.
All right. He threw it up.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a rumble, and everyone was like, "What?" As the rod's like tumbling down. You tie this very quickly. Gravity is weird. So as you walk towards the hole, even though you have that rope, you're just like you're fine. Like you might be like this, but gravity's still holding you to the wall.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make
Do I
a
need to
really
jump
difficult
for it?
acrobatics check to like grab this, I think, or sleight of hand. No, I feel like it's acrobatics because it's like a dive. So
It's the same roll for me. I hate this. I hate
Oh,
Oh.
do I have any charges?
Stand by. Siren, you have 2.
I'm using one for sure because I rolled a 1. You get to sit over here in the dice jail. How's a 4?
Dear
my
God.
God.
No, I rolled a 5 total.
are you using another roll?
You have one more.
I might as I think I have to.
This is the time.
Well, Jesus Christ. 10.
10. No. So you slip in, Yuko running down. About midway when you try to grab it, gravity switches on you and you start sliding down into this portal. The rod falls down next to you, past you, and goes into the abyss and is just gone. And then you look around and you see that these, like the boards and the knives that the bat was talking about, there's a jaw like wedging open like a giant maw that is holding this portal open with its physical strength. And you feel it like as it might be belching up more demons at some point. But you're right there. So that's fun. Rikiri.
So I've just saw Siren go into the death hole. So
Yeah.
That's great. Is being charmed a curse?
No, it is
No,
a
okay.
status effect that,
Yeah.
well, can it be cured by that? I'm not sure.
Might be lesser restoration might do it actually.
So I have Dispel Magic and I have Remove Curse. I'm wondering if either of those could reverse being charmed.
I think Dispel Magic would work because it
Okay.
is like an effect. And just to keep things going, I will say that it is because it's a magical effect. Yeah.
Okay. The range on that is 120 feet, so I don't have
Yeah.
to touch him.
Nope.
So I Dispel Magic. I'll cast it at 5th level.
Well, you have a set level that you cast it at, right?
Because you're a warlock, yeah.
Because you're a
Yeah,
warlock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so Shifter, you feel great. Magic's gone. You realize what Tressa has done to you, and you also realize that you threw one of the rod fragments
Yeah.
into the abyss.
So Shifter's like starts off being like, Siren, no, why are you jumping in there? That was clearly the right call. Tressa had such a good Oh no. That was not they just turned to Tressa and they're like, that was a mistake.
And that is your turn, I assume?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Top of the round, Vrock City. He is going to try and fight Shifter again. So he'll beak Shifter for an 18.
Shield.
All right, he will Talon Shifter for a 10. So both of those miss. The next Vrock, who is next to Rakiri and Lagwin, will beak Lagwin for a natural 20.
Can't do that.
Never landed that. That is amazing.
No.
You take 17 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I think you need to make a spell check or
Yeah,
concentration.
I actually can't fail it because I started a minimum of an 11 because of Blade Song.
Oh, and 17 is okay. Yeah.
10, yeah, so I can't actually fail.
The next one is a 20, not natural.
That will miss.
Damn it. Lagwin. Oh, and I gotta see if they recharge. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, Lagwin, you're next. You got a Vrock in front of you.
Yeah, I do.
It's like a really big abyssal chicken.
Mm-hmm. That it is. Well, my bat's gonna squeak at it.
I forgot about your stupid bat. I have it up here in the corner of my window. It says "Kill the familiar." God damn it!
Let's roll with advantage, and elven accuracy means 3 times, so that means a 24 to hit.
Yes.
Which will deal 17 points of radiant damage. Second attack is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
Which will deal 16 points of radiant damage. I'll throw the scimitar into the air. Bonus action, dancing scimitar attack for 22. That will deal 9 points of magical slashing damage.
It disintegrates. The
Beautiful.
sludge bubbles down but doesn't evaporate. It just seems to go into the ground.
All right, then I will use my super speed, zip right over to the edge where Siren's kind of like hanging in there.
Okay.
And be like, oh, it doesn't look like it's going all right down there then. Do I see this maw that's holding open this thing?
You do, yes.
All right, then with my hasted action, I will pull out a piece of powder and make some plastic explosive C4 and drop it in the hole.
Okay.
The rod is down there.
I'm not going in there to get it. So I want to close this portal.
All right. What let's talk about C4. How does this work?
You said it was a random roll to see how long it is before it goes off.
Okay.
So we mix it together, and I don't.
But what did I do for a random roll? Was it?
It was like a number of rounds,
minutes, hours, rounds.
It was minutes or rounds. I don't remember.
It's got to be
It was
rounds
minutes.
because we did it.
Yeah,
we did it with rounds, I think.
Yeah.
Because you did this before during combat.
Yeah, we did during combat.
I
think
a
it was
D10
a
seems fair.
That works. Do you want to roll it, or should I roll it?
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, actually, stop. I will roll it because then you don't know.
That's right. Yes, because then I don't know. Okay, so you do that.
Let me write this down. I'll write it next to my kill the familiar. There we go.
Yeah, because it's not. Let me. I saw the Siren go in. She's hanging on a rope. There's no rod fragment. Yep, that's visible.
Yeah, there's no rod fragment that you see.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would make the sacrifice play if I could see it, but it's down in a maw. I ain't going in there. Chosen one, yes. Idiot, no. Throw the C4 in its mouth, and then I'll use the rest of my super speed to zip right on over to. Or actually, you know what? I'll stay right here. I'll go over to the rock next to Shifter. I'll just menacingly be in its presence.
And Shifter, it is your turn.
Okay, so remind me of something you were saying earlier. How many rod fragments do I have to have my mind affected by it?
Asking the tough questions.
You said it and I just don't remember.
No, no. Having one fragment affects you.
Sure.
Having multiple affects you more.
Yeah.
Having
So
three fragments, you don't want to part with the rod
Okay,
fragments
alright.
anymore. But having 2 fragments, you don't want to do bad things, and you have a 50% chance to do. Yeah, like it just kind of it affects you mildly.
Okay.
One fragment, you kind of like, hey, you shouldn't be running. It's a pool. We walk at the pool. That's the rule. Did you not read the
You're gonna
signs?
slip
You
and
just
fall.
yeah, you just point stuff out because you're lawful and
Do you know how many
annoying.
people get injured running on pools every year?
Hey, 6 years a
Terrible.
lifeguard. It's a real threat.
Anyway,
Real threat.
So I'm sorry. The state of Siren. Siren is hanging from the edge.
Yeah, almost into the abyss. She feels the cold abyss below her. Frederick Nietzsche is just calling out to her.
Yikes. I don't know. Shifter sees that not only did the casting a rod fragment and not close the portal, but it also means we lost a rod fragment. They really want to get all the rod fragments. So I'm going to use the 2-part piece I have to cast Fly on myself as my action, and I'm going to go down there.
No, you do not have to use your action to do that. You innately can fly by holding that rod fragment.
Okay.
Levitate, you can cast at will. But flying, you can just fly. So you don't have to use your action.
Okay.
You're going to fly down into the abyss?
I fly into the abyss. Shifter leaps into the air. As they're... actually, they don't say anything. They just leap in there.
Fan-freaking-tastic. You fly into this maw. As you zip by and see Siren, it's clearly a mouth with teeth that you're flying into.
Oh,
sure. You fly down into it. It is very dark on the inside. Can you see?
No, but I can use my action to cast light. Because I didn't have to use my action to cast Fly.
And you do that. Looking around, after you cast light, you see the rod fragment. There are 6 weird-looking sludge creatures all around it. And then behind those creatures are I have to look at their picture because I just don't remember. I'm sorry. I wanted to do this from memory and I can't. Yeah, these are some like large lumpy creatures. They are, well, I say large, they're human-sized. And they have one shriveled arm and one shriveled leg, and the other leg is like bulbous and like warty, and their arm comes out in a tentacle kind of thing, but at the end of the tentacle is a mouth that bites. They also have a humanoid face with an elongated jaw. They look at you. There are 6 of those and 6 of these sludge monsters, all kind of around the rod but not touching it. They see you and they just go like, and I think that's your turn, correct?
Yeah, like I don't actually get to it. I just can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. It's within grasp. If they don't attack you on the next round, you could definitely run and probably get it out of there.
Sure.
Up next is our good friend Tressa. What do you want to do?
No.
Now, all of the rod fragments that you know that Shifter had are technically in the abyss. So,
they are. Lagwin. She's gonna cast Charm on you.
Yep, I figured.
Can I get a Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, you can. Here we go.
Aren't you a half elf?
I'm a full elf, so I'm advantage on charm.
Can't you not be
I
charmed?
can be charmed. I have advantage against charms.
I like that you just said, Siren just said, aren't you a half elf? And you said, I'm at full health.
I said I'm a full elf, is what I said.
Sure.
I meant optimum elf here, guys.
Yeah, come on now. So that's a 20, not natural.
Yes, that beats.
Well, that is good because I rolled a 19 and I only have a +1 from a magic item. So I'm really skating by.
How far is she from the door?
There's no one guarding the door. You're 20 feet from the door.
20 feet from the door? She'll move to the door and just hang there.
Okay, sounds good. Rolling a d6 to see if something cool happens. Oh my goodness. I rolled a 6, which means something cool happens. Let us do
cool.
All right.
Oh, Jordan?
Yes.
Will you let me retcon
in my
one
brain.
very minor thing?
Retcon a minor thing, maybe.
Will you let me use my bonus action on my turn that I did not use to drink my healing potion?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because I just remembered how hurt I am.
You feel the inside of this creature that you are now inside go blah 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 blah.
Nice.
And you get vomited up along with 12 other creatures that come spewing out of this mouth into the ground on top. So now there are a lot of enemies on the board here. 12 plus the one Vrock plus the abyssal gate and the maw is open. But
And
you got
Tressa.
vomited up. You do not currently see the rod fragment as it is slime and full of weird creatures. But you're out of the abyss because I rolled a 6 on charge disability. So there you go.
Wait, both of us or just him?
No. Oh, actually, so you get thrown back as well, Siren, because all these demons come spewing up like vomit, and you get caught in the wake and get thrown to safety. I say thrown, but you just like get shoved up the side. Yeah. Whatever.
Jordan,
Yes.
Twitch chat brought it up, and I'd be remiss to not say, is the C4 present? Did it also come back up?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what's
So
fun is...
you don't. I won't say you particularly see it yet, but your assumption is that it probably did. Yeah.
Because if the rod piece got vomited back up, but it's covered in slime and we can't see it, the C4 is like the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
I also
bad.
was anticipating them probably getting in sitcom, you get stuck together.
Oh
in the
yeah, if it
mall
was just
going
like
down.
sticking out of the C4,
Yep,
that would be
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh
We'll
my
see if that
God.
happens. Siren, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Cry? Crying is a free action.
No, sorry.
Hey, I'm the DM.
Bonus action?
Crying is a bonus action.
That sounds more like Jordan.
All right.
What about begging for mercy?
Total
Not my
free action.
style. What's directly around me right now?
Around you is a puddle of slime. There are. Oh geez, I gotta change my thing. So there are 6 of these creatures. Oh, sorry. There are 12 of these creatures.
Mhm.
Specifically, most of them are weird, slimy creatures, and some of them are those tall ones that have like the left side of their body is really like stringy and awful, and the other side is really strong with like a mouth for a hand. They're quite scary, and they're all very confused as to where they are as well. But they see you and they wanna bite you. Yeah. So there's probably around you specifically, I will say there's 4 creatures. 2 of these weird like mouth hand ones and 2 of the sludge creatures.
All right, cool. I am going to. Are they like? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to use my action. She rolls forward, like she kind of like a lightning ball starts forming in her hand, and she rolls it towards the enemies. And she casts ball lightning with the shooting star, or the ring of shooting stars.
Excellent choice.
So they take anyone that's in it.
They just take damage. They don't have a save.
As a bonus action, you can move the sphere. Each sphere appears in an unoccupied space. You can see if the 20 feet of spheres last as long as you concentrate up to 1 minute. 15. Oh, they need to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
12, 21, 9, and 20. So 2 of them take full damage.
Okay. Which is is 20 damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
40, 12.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
I assume I'm going to have to do that, yes?
Probably, yeah. You're surrounded by
Okay.
creepies.
So I kind of like slide out from under them. Do I see Shifter?
Yeah. He's like there, prone, covered in slime, but he's okay.
Yeah, okay. And like I can kind of take a survey of the area and see that my friends are okay.
Correct. If you wanted to look for like a C4 bomb or a rod fragment, that would be an action to do a check or something.
I will go ahead and do an action surge and look for the rod fragment.
All right. Roll a perception check.
I thought you said a percentage check, and I was like,
roll a percentage check.
What?
Trust me, you don't.
8.4% financing.
That's a natural
Great.
20 plus 9.
Oh yeah, 100%. You see it. It is there next to 3 other creatures who are very confused as to what's going on. And it's sticking straight up out of like another blob of C4. So there you go. That's fine.
I'm gonna run at it.
Do you have movement left? Yeah, you haven't used movement. You'll take opportunity attacks.
No. Oh, do I get to it?
You could get to it, but you will take opportunity attacks specifically for.
Okay.
But didn't you disengage as a bonus action?
Disengaged.
Oh, you did disengage.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah, you can get to it. Shoot.
Oh, okay.
There you
I thought
go.
you meant from the other ones. Yeah. I would like to grab it and kind of like I've got my crossbow while I'm surrounded by these other ones.
Okay.
Does it come out of the C4 or does the C4 pick up with it?
The C4 picks up with it.
Obviously.
Yeah. If
Come
you just
on
grab
now.
the rod. Yeah.
Solid. I'm just kind of holding it like. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
That's spooky.
And that's the end of my turn.
Rikiri, what do you want to do?
So Tressa is like 20 feet away from me at the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a sense of the layout. So I'm standing, there's a rock by me, I think.
That rock was killed by
That rock was
Lagwin.
killed.
Yeah.
So there
The
is a
other one's
rock
still
that
alive.
is closer to the edge of the portal. Everybody who is in the portal got vomited up.
Yeah.
So they're all kind of splayed out, roughly 10, 15 feet apart. Specifically, Siren ran towards a mound of blobs and picked up a C4 rod fragment conjoined. There are 12 new creatures spewed about in various directions.
What's like the rough circumference of this area?
Oh man, what do you want it to be? Oh, of the entire room?
Well, like where people are, like who's the furthest person away from me? and
Oh,
how far are they?
Tressa is a good, she's at the door.
Yeah.
You guys are probably 30, 40 feet in, and then the abyssal portal is like another 20 feet in front of you. So you're looking at like 60 feet, 120 feet diameter, like of the whole room, and if the portal is in the center.
Okay. So we're like between Tressa and the portal,
Correct.
and then everything that got vomited up is just kind of scattered, like
Yes.
within 15 feet around the portal. Okay. That's unfortunate, but I'm going to cast the Guardian of Faith right by Tressa.
All right.
Nice.
And that is if you move, correct?
Yeah. if,
Tressa doesn't know
she-
this, but
Right. Yeah, if she moves, my glorious spectral owl is going to have something to say about that.
all right.
Shifter, you said that you were not feeling amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm still pretty hurt.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action healing light you. Let's give you 3d6. So you're going to heal for 10,
Cool.
and that's me.
Awesome. Our good Vrock friend is next. The Vrock is going to run straight towards Lagwin.
I'm
and
right next
as he
to it,
gets
actually.
there, oh, you are?
I moved up to it to be menacing so Shifter could get away.
All right, there you go. Well, cool. He's going to shake his Vrock skin feathers or whatever he has. He's creepy looking. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Constitution save. That is a +7, 21.
Oh man, you guys are so good. Okay, that is his turn. Lagwin, it is your turn.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh wait,
Get
it is
outta
not
here.
your turn. It is all of our little friends' turn. So we're gonna
Oh.
have gosh, I got so many of these guys. What can they do? A lot. Okay, wow. I chose really bad monsters to keep myself going. Oh, these are much easier. Okay, so we're gonna do these guys first. We're gonna have 2 bite Siren. So Siren, you're getting 2 attacks.
Okay.
A 13 and a 10.
Those both miss.
Okay, and we're gonna have 2 bite Shifter. A 6 and a 4.
Nope.
And we're gonna have 1 bite Rikiri. 20.
Yeah.
For 4 damage. And then the other guys are gonna go, and we'll have 2 attack Lagwin for a that is a 7, which will miss, and a 13, which will miss, and the other one will bite you for a oh no, those were the 2. So that was 7 and a 13, which is miss. We will have another one attack Siren for a 23.
That does hit.
All right, you take 9 piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
Is this a poison?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make this at advantage because I have a ring of poison resistance.
Yes, you do. Awesome.
Jesus Christ. I rolled 2 19s.
Oh, you're good. And then last but not least, for Kiri, you're going to get bit 1 more time for a 6.
6 to hit.
6 to hit. Yeah, so that fails. I assume.
Yeah, that does fit.
All right, now it is Lagwin's turn. Go ahead.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm going to command my dancing scimitar to fly over to Tressa and get her. Or we'll try to anyway. Here we go. That's a 17 on the roll, so 26 to hit. I assume that hits Tressa.
That does hit. What kind of damage does it deal?
It is going to be 12 points of magical slashing damage. Slashing? Yeah, slashing. And then I have a rock in my face. Guess what's going to happen? My familiar flies over, squeaks in its face.
I hate this familiar.
This is Jordan. At this point, it's totally on you.
20.
It is. I have the thing. It's right there. How much damage? Sorry.
28 to hit for 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Another 26 to hit for 16 points of radiant damage, and then hasted action is a natural 20. That's what I'm talking about. That's an 8 on the first one, and 8 on the second one. 16 and 9 is 25 points of radiant damage.
What? What? That's cool. Anything else, sir?
No,
I
I'm...
just need to fight. It's just like
No, it's just Lagwin the whole game. He is the chosen one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's... I'm here to take hits and deal hits, and everybody else does everything else in the combat, and that's good. Because, like,
Shifter,
there
do
are
something
things.
Cool. Go.
Oh, Shifter gets up out of the muck, flies into
There are
the air.
monsters around you, so you take opportunity attacks if you leave.
Oh, that's a good point.
there is a high ceiling in here.
There is a very high ceiling.
There's a high ceiling. Yeah, but there's too many monsters. You can only cast levitate on one thing at a time.
You'll take if you fly up though, you'll take I think 2, maybe 3 opportunity attacks. I don't remember how many times I hit you. Or tried to hit you.
You can use your reaction on your own turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can use a reaction for a shield if you haven't cast it, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. Then I am gonna fly up and risk the opportunity attacks, and I may cast shield.
All right.
See what happens.
Bite. Natural 20.
Well, that hits either way.
14 plus 9 is 23. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw versus poison.
Poison. Well, screw you. I got an 18.
Okay, you're fine. The next one will bite you for a 14. Does that hit?
14 doesn't hit normally.
All right, then you're good. You fly up into the air. What's going on?
I fly up in the air. I yell at Lagwin Stop playing around. We need to destroy the maw. I'm pretty sure that's the only way we're closing this. Like, I still have no respect for language. And then I'm going to ready a spell. Yes, I'm going to ready a spell. And Jordan, you can check.
Is that what you just privately sent me?
Yes. So you know what spell I'm readying to cast.
Okay.
And I see that Siren has the rod fragment, and I'm just like, yes, try to detach that from the C4. But that's my turn.
Tressa.
Who can I see that has rod fragments?
Shifter's up in the air with rod fragments.
Mhm.
Siren is like holding a sludgy rod fragment. And I don't know. I think you saw that they gave Rikiri a rod fragment, but she's not like
I did use
wielding
it to
around.
cast. I did use it to cast slow at one point.
Oh yeah,
Hit
she did
myself
use it
in
to
the eye.
cast. So you would have seen that she pulled it out to cast slow. So yeah. So
Okay.
Siren and Shifter and Rikiri.
Okay. Looking out from the door, do I see anything lumbering outside?
I mean, like demons? Is that what you're thinking? Or
Anything?
I mean, there's a lot of sludge, and you could probably command some sludge to do what you want it to do. But I'd make you roll a check for it, though.
Okay. She's gonna try and charm Shifter again.
I think once they save or they become uncharmed, you can't do it for 24 hours.
Is it? Okay.
Is that true?
Oh yeah, you're immune to me for 24 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Siren, I can see you.
Oh boy, what am I rolling?
Wisdom.
That's going right back in the freaking hole.
All right. Wisdom is 16.
Just barely saves.
All right. You're immune for
Um,
24 hours.
That's good.
You see Shifter or Siren is holding this thing. She like shakes it, feels the effect on her, and there's slow eyes towards her. She's like, does the neck cut thing.
She doesn't look like as hurt as you think she should be either. Can I free action just whistle out the door?
Yes.
All right, she'll just whistle. Come and get it.
Awesome. The
Inabyssal.
ground shifts again. Do you leave the door or do you stay in front of the door?
Can I shove the door open?
Yeah, no, the door was, I assume the door was open, but you can open it up for sure.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay.
Okay, since she moved,
The
she
ground
triggers the Guardian.
shakes again. Siren, what do you want to
sorry,
do? Oh, go
Jordan,
ahead.
since she moved, she triggers the Guardian.
Correct. How much damage does she take?
She needs to make a dex save. Z to 17.
It's a natural 20 plus a 4.
What?
Sorry, plus a
Okay.
3. 23.
That's all right. You still take 10 radiant damage.
Ooh, ouch.
She definitely takes the full effect of that.
Fantastic. Now it is Siren.
Oh boy, I am going to pull off this
Rod?
C4 from the rod, and I am going to toss the C4 back into the maw. I am going to pocket the rod fragment, and I don't know what actions that would consume.
You could bonus action throw the C4 in there if you want, so
Okay.
you could still have an action.
All right, cool. I will. I am still surrounded by 2 people, right?
Yes,
Okay, and that absolutely used my bonus action.
it did use your bonus action to toss that in if that's what you wanted to do.
Great. Okay. I will use my action to shoot these people around me with my crossbow. Just
Okay.
once. But I will yell to Lagwin something that I think of very wittily in a second. How's a 27?
Yes.
Okay. And that does. No one's by me. So that does 5 magical piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
That was magical damage, by the way, Sarah. When I hit you with my crossbow bolts, I don't remember what it
Her
was.
name is Tressa. We are staying in character, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a very serious game.
Yeah,
You
obviously.
can tell by the banana.
And then I'll yell out Lagwin, get the dwarf.
And a little bit busy, but thank you. Yes.
Shifter flying up there is like, no, just slash the moss so it'll close.
Rakiri, what would you like to do? You got conflicting things. Siren wants you to go for the dwarf, and Shifter wants you to attack the maw.
Well, some of us are out of spell slots, so I feel like I can probably do more damage to Tressa than I can to the maw with the tools that are available to me. So I think I'm going to send a Eldritch Blast Tressa's way.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to be 26 to hit on the first beam.
Hits.
22 on the second.
What is happening?
Mm-hmm.
I know. It never happens. She's gonna take 16 force damage from those.
Okay.
Bangarang.
And pew pew, because I have that magic item.
That's right. The trinket, the finger guns one.
Yeah.
Top of the round.
I also
Oh, go
get to
ahead.
cast Prestidigitation when I hit with an
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. I don't know
What are you doing to
would
the
be
dwarf?
useful.
Smells like betrayal.
I guess I'll make like a ringing sound, just like an annoying, like kind of alarm clock sound, just something to like annoy her.
All right. A large, you guys like look back to her because she got hit by these Eldritch blasts, lots of ringing noises coming out. And then behind her, past the door, into the area that you were just in, where all like the sludge is kind of everywhere. You see all of these creatures start like climbing up out of the muck and coming towards you. But just as that happens, there is an explosion like you have never felt before. Underneath the earth below into the abyss, and you hear a wail as like more vomit and slime comes spewing up, and he like slides back down into the abyss. The portal closes. As it closes, the reality kind of like bends back, and a lot of the demons just freeze for a second and then run as fast as they can in various directions. You guys
Does the C4 come back up again?
No, the C4. Well, yeah.
The C4 exploded.
It exploded.
It did. Okay. Okay.
So while you're all looking at the explosion and looking back, you look back and Tressa seems to be gone from the world, and you're not sure what's going on. That is where we will end tonight. We went a little longer than I expected, so I apologize for my players and for the audience. Thank you for sticking with us this whole time. I will remember to kill your stupid familiar next week.
You won't.
But before we go, let's talk about all of the cool things. First of all, wonderful Hype Goblin Sarah, thank you.
Yeah.
For being
Thanks for
such a
having
great
me,
sport
guys.
and really great player. Had a lot of fun with you. Thank you so much for being on our show. Where can people find you? What do you do?
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah, or your friendly neighborhood Hype Goblin. You can find me on Twitch and all the other social medias as The Hype Goblin, where I talk about TTRPGs, video games, and really cute possums. On my channel, you can find me on Sundays playing an Alyssa Vamp's homebrew campaign. Every other Saturday at 4:30 EST, I'm on Val's channel playing Dragon Age, which we've turned into a dating sim, as you do. And tomorrow night, you might find me on LB Hackamup's channel. I don't know, maybe. If we're
Not
still
after
friends.
tonight.
Well, speaking of LB, what's going on, LB? Who are you? What's going
Hi,
on?
I'm LB Hackamup. This isn't my house. I'm traveling. I'll be back at Sarah's tomorrow. I'm sure we'll hug it out. It'll be fine. I won't be in Siren mode then, so I won't be as rough stream.
I'll prep
But-
with cookies.
Yay! Okay, all is forgiven.
All
you
is
find
forgiven.
you find all my stuff on Twitter, and I have a Twitch. So catch us tomorrow on my Twitch channel, playing something. Who knows what? We'll figure it out tomorrow, 20 minutes before we stream. So yeah.
Sounds fun. Mr. Lex, who are you? What are you doing?
Hey, I'm Lex. You can find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. I do all sorts of different things. There's a pinned tweet up there with links to pretty much all of them. The important one is that at the end of this month, I have a project coming out. It's called The Shifting City. It has no relation to the character I play in this game, but it is a combination system agnostic RPG zine setting and soundtrack for that setting. And you'll be able to buy that on Bandcamp and Itch. And follow me on Twitter for updates.
Looks really, really cool. Brenna, you're awesome. You do really cool things. Tell us all about it.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Brenna. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Brenna Noonan. I was just bemoaning that I have like no Twitch followers, so
Let's
click
fix
that.
Go follow Brenna right now. Do
Like
it.
and subscribe, everybody. I also run Quillsilver Studio, which is a company that like produces and develops tabletop games. So if you are somebody who's trying to create a tabletop game, we can help you do that. So check us out at Quillsilver Studio.
Yeah, 100%. And hey, it's your boy, Jordan. I'm your DM. I do things on the internet. Look for Jordan with a silent PH on the middle. I'm literally that on all the social medias. And that's all I will say. Ted, it is your channel. What's going on Nerd Immersion wise?
Oh, well, I'm back on that daily content grind. Took a nice 7-day break while I worked 16-hour night shifts, so it wasn't a break at all. But one of the cool things that I've got going on is I'm giving away copies of the physical versions of Mythic Odysseys of Theros because I have the limited edition cover. You can enter that giveaway right now. It runs for a month. It's actually going to end the day before Rise of the Frost Maiden, Rime of the Frost Maiden comes out. So we'll roll right into the Rime of the Frost Maiden giveaway right after that. But no, I do daily videos on YouTube covering all different kinds of D&D related stuff. We stream here every Wednesday, and I stream my homebrew stuff every Tuesday. That's probably the main thing. I started a Start Playing account, so if you're familiar with that website, I run games on Friday nights where people can go and book sessions and things like that. So that's a cool thing. A lot of really popular DMs are on there, so you can be like, I want to play with Ted. How much? Well, let's go find a game. We can do that kind of stuff. It's cool. You should check it out. That is pretty much it. We're going to remember to raid because I remembered. The Venture Maidens are actually playing Dark Matter, which has a Kickstarter out right now, which is a 5e space setting. It's very fun. I got to play it at PAX Unplugged in a simpler time last December. It's actually they're blowing past stretch goals, but yeah, it's uses 5e stuff, so some of it'll seem familiar, but then it also injects like ship combat and space stuff and, you know, technology. And I played a robot, but I was a cleric. It was very fun. You should check it out. But that's what they're playing right now. So we're going to go raid the Venture Maidens. And then, although they may have just ended right as I was talking there. No, they didn't. We're going to go raid them. And then we will see you all next week. Thank you again, Sarah, for coming to play. I knew I didn't trust your character. Ted didn't trust you from the beginning, but Lagwin doesn't see people through that lens because he doesn't care. Anyway, see you all next week. Bye.
Thank you all so much.